Yes. Now I can talk. Now I think I heard the music of the 30-second countdown 3 times instead of only once. Hey, what is wrong with this thing? Anyway, if it gives me trouble, I'm going over to my old phone. Anyway, so I hope you've had a wonderful week. Hope you're looking forward to the weekend as much as I am. Hey, this thing must not freeze on me. Don't freeze on me. Anyway, hope you're doing well, and we're going to do a shout out to the Square Squad members. Their links are in my description box. Check them out. Make new friends. Then I've got my coffee. I've got my drink. You can see it's cold here. I'm warmly dressed. And just after my live stream, the power is going out. Load shedding. Hey, life. So let's do the shout out and then relax. If you want to come up, show us your yarn, whatever you're working on, you're so welcome. There we go. Let's see if it works. Is it working? Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Listen, if this thing gives me problems, I'll go over to my other phone. So, oh, and I must remember not to shake the table. Otherwise, I'm going to rock your world. Crochet, hello, beautiful ocean. Everyone in the chat, hope you're doing well. Natural Creations 40, is that Susan? I'm not sure. Help me, forgive me for not remembering your name. Natural Creations 40. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hello, beautiful Ursula, and everyone in that chat. Hope you all had an amazing week. Yes, I hope you all had an amazing week. Now, did it say what my weather is or not yet? I type it in later. I want to see what is the weather. Okay. Hello, Amanda. Hello, sorry to miss out on the fun today. Family time today. Away from keyboard, lurking at least. Mwah. Thank you, my sweetheart. I so appreciate that. This is Frenchie. Nightbot, I think Nightbot takes 10-15 minutes to join us. Something like that. The old man must wake up. That's what happens. Hey, Nightbot. Nightbot fell asleep. Hello, Cheryl. How are you doing? Oh, I've got my nice and thick blanket on my lap. Plus, this is the progress on my GrannySquare blanket, the scrap one. I only have to show you this much because then you can see pretty much the whole thing. I'll show you now how far I am with the border. Yes, no sound. It was like that. But now it says the mic is okay. That thing, I tell you, I heard that 30-second thing. I heard it, didn't see it. Saw it once, heard it 3 times. Elaine, hello, hello. Hello, Maribel. How are you doing? Hello, Roberta. Good morning, Asha and the Square Squad. Hello, hello. Yay, I'm on time. I'm so glad you're on time. Hey, let me drop the link because it's Friday. If you want to come up and show us your yarn, your whatever, you're so welcome. Your whoop. You know, you guys, wait, let me just see. I think yes, it is all. There's the weather. Let me see. 14. Hey, that's a low. Wind. Yes, that's quite a wind there, out there. That's quite a bit of a wind out there. And humidity is 57%. That means nothing to me. Hello, hello, my sweet Granny D. So good to see you as always. And she's saying hello to everybody, says Crojo. And after this, we do a Crojo raid. And the power is going to schedule to go out here. You know, these glasses are good for me because I can see you, but there's a lot of glare on these glasses, eh? And there's nothing I can do about that. I should find a way to look at you guys. And so the power is due to go out as Laura's Crochet Corners live stream starts. My power goes out. So I've done all I can, which is I've had a bath, I've had supper, I've got my drink. All I have to do after this live stream is take my makeup off and I can just be in my pajamas in bed. Because it's evening by me, so it'll be 5 to 8 p.m. by me. Power goes out 8 to 10 p.m. So it comes on what? For an hour? Then it's bedtime anyway. Hey, for the kids, definitely. Howdy do you all? Hello to Granny D. Hello, Crojo, Granny D, Cheryl, and anyone I missed. Hello, Katrina. Good morning, Ursula, and to each and every one of you in the chat. Love and hugs to all. Thank you so much. Your little one is probably not so little anymore. Hello, Sheila, all the way from Ireland. How are you doing, my sweetheart? And Bonnie, if I'm right, you are in Florida. America, US. Florida, USA. Enjoying retirement. Hello, Dinky Crafts Jen, all the way from the UK. If you're not connected to Dinky Crafts Jen and to Bonnie God Knits and more, check them out. What you waiting for? Hello, Ursha. I stopped by to say hi. Much love. Drop my thummy hugs. I have an appointment to get to by now. Enjoy, my sweetheart, and thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for leaving a thumbs up. I so appreciate it. It's absolutely the thought that counts. And thank you to everyone who leaves a thumbs up. I so appreciate it. There we go. Let's see if it oh, it must be exclamation weather space hole or whatever your town is. Hello, hello. It's raining. What a wondrous event. Thank goodness rain at last. Yes. You know, we hope it rains some more. There you go. There you go. Hello, Miguel. I know what it was like for us when the rain eventually came after that horrific drought we had, you know, when we had good rain. There you go. Purling through life, the knit and crochet spot. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Hello, hello. Are you new? Welcome in. Hello. Hope you spend some time with us. Hope you like it here. And what's in your cup? What's on your hook? On your needles? Purling through life, the knit and crochet spot. That's a beautiful name. Hello, Ursha, and everyone in the chat. Ontario, Canada. Let's see, 16. Oh, that's cold. Wind is blowing south-southwest. That's a moderate wind, eh? Night, but sent you to Coventry. I think it should. Let's see. Frenchy is in Moncton. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 18. 18 is cold, in my opinion. The wind is blowing from the west. Oh, lovely breeze. Current 70%. 18 is not hot. 18 is not hot. Not here. Cold from cold front ahead of Lee. Oh wow. Weather at, what is that? Matari. Conditions are mostly cloudy with a temperature of 27. Hey, that is very hot. Wind is blowing from the northeast, 10 kilometers an hour. Humidity 83. Hello, Faith. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Good to see you. Unique, amazing stripes. 10:08, and it's 5 p.m. 08 here in your part of Texas. Everybody's saying hello. Margaret G, die boervrou, resident boervrou. Good day, us and all in the chat. I will be lurking for a bit while I finish up some bookwork. Oh, yes. I tell you what, farming is not just about the farm. So many farmers find that out. They start on the farming journey because they like to be outside. Then they end up a lot inside. Little bit of tea that does not need to be hot. Weather in St. John, Indiana. Let's see what it says. Catherine is saying hello to everybody and hello to Miguel. There we go. Crojo. 19. Oh, that's not hot. Wind is blowing from the south. Oh, mild breeze. Humidity 55. Humidity to me is like, if it gets very hot, we can feel the humidity. But if it's not so hot, it's like, okay, I'll do my own weather, raining and cold. Raining, cold and grey. Hey, spot on, Sheila. Oh, man, you're funny. Okay, let's see. There where Dinkycraft Jen is. 71, 22 Celsius. Oh, that's good. Wind is blowing from the east-southeast. 13 clouds. Oh, that's a steady wind. Current humidity is 59. Hey. Hi, Jennifer across the pond, says Miguel. Sheila's funny. Listen, I also do. My weather is, it's not hot outside. It's cold. You can tell by my clothes what the weather's like because I wear it for outside. Suzanne. Hello all. Oh, I love that avatar. Just finished cutting grass and trimming. Oh la la. Goodness me, woman, you're working. I did a parking lot video, car video yesterday and never uploaded it because so much went on. Oh my goodness, Miguel, you can't forget to upload your stuff. Granny D is saying hello to everybody. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, good morning, good evening to you, beautiful Ursula and everyone in the chat. Quietly watching it, listening while I can. Been missing you all. I'm so happy to see you. Hey, what's on your hook and in your cup? Quietly, she said, quietly watching and listening while I can. Weather in Hall, Connecticut, says Elaine. Hello, Elaine. How are you doing? How's Liliana? That is the baby's name. Hi, Katrina. How are you? And Liliana. Jennifer, thank you. I don't feel my best, but trusting God as day goes on, I feel better. I tell you, Miguel, what I say is, as my days increase, so shall my strength. That verse. As my days increase, so shall my strength. Contrary to what the world says, hey? I'm sort of new. I used to go by the knit and crochet spot only. My name is Melissa and I'm very glad to be here. And we are very glad to have you here. You are most welcome. So glad you could make it and I'm glad you're spending a bit of time with us. Hello to Frenchie. Hello to Granny D. Malabar. Bonnie is in Malabar. There we go. Let's see what it says for Malabar first. That's how Bonnie is. Conditions are fair. 21 Celsius, 6 kilometers per hour wind. That sounds like a lovely 21. Also 21 in Faith, North Carolina. Sunny with a temperature of 70 Fahrenheit. That is not cold. Steady breeze there. Good morning, Ursula. Hello, chat. Hello, Darcia. How you doing, my sweetheart? I'm so happy to see you. Oh, Faith is doing good. Only doing good. Thriving, sweetheart, thriving. Raylene, hello, hello. 12:40 a.m., 8.6 Celsius. Oh, that's cold. 8.6 Celsius. It's cold in my, yeah, exactly. Near South Australia, Adelaide, near South Australia. Forecast for today is 25 Celsius and sunny. Yes, I understand it now, because Southern Hemisphere is definitely, we are having a spring, but I don't think spring has been told that it's spring. I think spring thinks it's still winter. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Bonnie, member for 27 years, single crochet. I love being here. I love having you, my sweetheart. Thank you so much. And Crochet gifted the membership to Helen J. Harris. Thank you so much. We'll do a super chat song. This thing better play along. Super chat song for our Crochet for gifting the membership. Yeah, let's see. I wait for it. I wait for it. I wait it out. What is this thing going to do? Is it going to say, you are now unmuted, the song is done, and then welcome to the new member? And Frenchie, you've been a member for a There we go. Now you should hear me. Okay, so I will immediately notice when this thing is playing up. Not playing up, but it takes a while. It's sort of delayed. Let me quickly hear. Man, where was my last comment? What happened? Did the chat jump that much? Yes, it did. It's lovely here in North Carolina today. It doesn't matter what the weather says, Granny D. It's lovely weather. Darcia says hello to Granny D. Neighbor's got a cough. I'm going to try to get a picture of it. All right. Well, just checked. I'm subscribed to everyone in the chat. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, there needs to be an exclamation weather space. Weather. Warren, Ohio. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Laugh out loud. I started on a farming journey because I married a farmer who was originally a Senegal. But you're doing amazing. I mean to say. Oh, that was a catch. But most farmers probably have to go and get their girls in the city. Well, not most, but I'm sure there's a statistic. The cats have all lined up in the window to watch the rain. They look so cute. Amazing. Hey, Bonnie, says Granny D. Elaine, I'm originally from Connecticut, says man and I, Melissa. Let me say it a few times that I can remember. 73 here. What a difference from 109. Hey, wow. That's like plummeting. Hello, hello. And what is the weather? Where Catherine is in Texas, Livingston. Let's see. Showers in the vicinity with a temperature of 77 or 25 Celsius. What? 25 Celsius and you've got rain? Wind is blowing from the east-northeast, light breeze. So that's why the cats, okay, so we can tell Nightbot. We know this already because she's told us the cats are lined up at the window watching the rain. There we go. Weather in Atlanta, Georgia. Ooh, isn't that where our lovely Veronica is? No, I mean, wait a minute. No, I mean, so much went on during the What? No, I mean, so much went on during the video. It was hilarious. Okay. Hey, I got it. Oh, I even need to unfold one layer here because I got it. I got it, Mikael. Wow. What is it like in Atlanta? Let's see. Cloudy with a temperature of 21. Oh, that's not too hot. That's just all right. It's on the cool side for me, though. The wind is blowing from the east at 10 miles per hour, 16 kilometers per hour. Nice breeze. 85% humidity. Wow. Miguel says hi to Elaine. Hannah may be shortly, so if I disappear, you'll know she got here. There you go, Granny D. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for anybody that is here, that give a thumbs up, that is leaving a comment. And even if you're not, if you're just lurking in the bushes, as I love to say, you're lurking in the bushes. My mother always lurks in the bushes. Maybe she leaves a thumbs up, but she definitely does not leave a comment. My mother made me laugh this week. She came to visit, and I was teaching her interlac crochet. Listen, you have no idea what beginners struggle with until you sit next to one. Elaine, my sweetheart, mwah,
Hi,
how are you doing?
How are you? To you too.
I am so glad to see you, hey?
I'm
love
glad
it when
there's
you
no
come
echoing
up.
going here. I was worried there'll be an echo if I come up.
I even forgot to worry about that. I'm just worried that this thing mutes and unmutes me as it pleases. It's like,
Okay.
man.
Hello, everyone. Thought I'd come up and hang out with you for a little bit.
Oh, thank you. Bonnie says, love being here. Thank you, my sweetheart. There she is, member for 27 months. Thank you, my sweetie. It's finally cool down here in Atlanta. It's been a rough summer. Hey, Melissa. Hi. Hello, Storm Green. How are you doing? And good morning, Paula. And Roberta is praying for... Who are you praying for? Love you, Drini, says Granny D. I'm catching up quickly. Made a tutorial for a square inspired by Crystal Baggeray stainless square. Stainless steel. Is that stainless square from the other day, just making more? They're fast and easy. Oh la la. Everybody's saying hello, hello, and hello, and hello to each other. I just don't want to miss anybody. Paula, is that your weather? 14 Celsius? That's cold. By my... I was so, you know, when you have a shower and you wash and blow dry your hair, you're all hot. It's like, okay, now I need to cool down because I need to put makeup on. So I've opened this window, but I'm going to close it just now because it's actually cold outside. My fourth grandchild and first boy arrived 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow, how nice. Congratulations.
Now she's going to be making boy stuff now. Little boy stuff. Hello to Helen. Hello, Darcia saying hello to everybody. And thanks for the gifted membership again. Member for 1 month. You're so welcome. I can't remember even who gifted it to you, Frenchie. Might have been one of those many that Christine did. Good morning, Granny D, says Paula. And Melissa saying hi to Darcia. Ursula has learned to be patient and it mutes her again. I just look at it. When I look at it, when you see me looking at the screen, and I very quickly find out I have no sound. Then I look at the camera and I wait for this mic to go unmuted. And it just takes, if you count, probably 10 counts, 15 counts. It feels like forever. How's everyone doing this morning? Granny D saying howdy do to all the lurkers too. Oh, we love our Granny D. Dinky Jenny saying hello to everybody. Temperature just right and lovely breezes. Oh, yes, we are a chatty bunch. We make it jump. I'm so grateful for that, hey? We are always grateful for all those who make it jump, who chat, who takes the time to leave a comment. And for those who don't, sit down, relax. I read everything. You don't miss out anything. Nancy's hooked on crochet. Hello, my sweetheart. Mwah. grandmother of quite a few already. Hello, Usha and friends. I'm about to finish a show, debating on it. I will add a fringe. Ooh, okay. Raylene Coulson. Yes, at the moment, our daytime temperatures are a bit all over the place at the moment. It was 29 Celsius a couple of days ago, and then the next day it was 20. Hey, 20 is on the low side. How are you doing, Raylene? I'm so glad you are here. Hello to everybody. Hello, Rita, Lina's Designs. How are you doing? Just done with dinner. I tell you, I've also finished with dinner. Thank you to my mom, if she's listening. My mom can cook. I tell you what, I'm not going to let anybody say anything that who eats my mother's food and say it's not nice. I'm 54. I've not ever had a plate of food from my mother's table that is not delicious. But now my husband was raised. You know, I say raised, but you know when kids go to, what do you call? When they go away from home to a school and boarding school.
Boarding school, yeah.
Sometimes they don't like the food, and sometimes maybe they have reason. And he does not like soup. He only eats my soup. So at least I can say, okay, that's good stuff. Granny, I'm usually lurking in your chats lately, knitting away while I listen, says Bonnie. Oh, thank you so much. It's 88 here, she says, in South Florida. Hot, hot, hot. Like our Granny Nancy. She's also a hot, hot, hot granny. Hey, she's wonderful. My dog watches the car and trucks go by. Is it in the rain or not? Thanks, Bonnie. I appreciate it, and thanks for letting me know so she can say. And to Nancy, who's lurking. Actually, it's only 80 here. We'll probably get hotter. Oh yes, it's so early for a lot of America. It's 11 a.m. It was 11 a.m. It's 11:30 a.m. There you go. I want to see that video. Oh, we're gonna go over and see Miguel's video. Listen, for those of you who don't know, who knows? His channel name is Who Knows. But his videos are hilarious, not because he tries to be funny. It's just he has dry humor and things just happen. And he would sit there and say he's freaking out because something's happening next door to him. And it is hilarious how he keeps his cool. D-O-Y, I nearly missed you. I'm here. Love out loud. Hello, Usha and Elaine and everyone in the chat. How are you doing, my sweetheart? I'm so glad to see you. There you go. Hello, hello. Hello, Jeanette. Everybody's saying hello. Let me see how fast I can catch up. Susanna, are you awake all the way from down under? Hello, Usha, and all in the chat. Just been looking while the kettle boils. What are you having for a drink, Susanna? And what are you having for a drink, Elaine? I'm having a little bit of tea.
Well, got home from PT therapy and I walked there and back and I have had nothing to eat for breakfast. I said, let me grab a cup of coffee. I saw your light on. I said, let me go see what's going on over here.
Oh, right. So
it's the weather here. It's very windy.
For those of you who don't know, this is Passion for Yarn. So if you want to grab her up, anybody who wants to share themselves out, all you have to do is type OMGrannySquare in the chat and Nightbot, not all at once. Well, run to go and get your link and drop it. Let's see, Perth. What's the weather like in Perth? 16. Wind is blowing. Ooh, that's a lovely wind, lovely breeze. You see, that's the same weather as us, more or less, because we're in the same hemisphere. Margie, hello, my sweetheart. How are you doing? There we go. Let me just see here. Dinky Jen, member for 21 months, celebrating. Glad I'm not working tonight. It's great to crochet. I believe you, my sweetheart. Let me see on my second device here. Susanna, member for 5 months. Woohoo! Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. There you go. Mom actually stood up on her own and walked across the living room with a walker yesterday. Wow! We knew I'd be so proud. Who knew I'd be so proud of that? Yes! Oh,
Awesome.
wow! Katrine, that's fantastic news. Man, that's fantastic. There we go. Glad. There we go. That's the one I just read. I see now that, what's his... StreamYard is showing it in real time. Elaine, nice to see you, says Miguel. Congratulations on the grandbaby. Miguel and Granny D, there you go. Thank you. I love knitting for my boys, cables or little train and animal sweaters. Oh, yes. Fantastic. Everybody saying hello to Jeanette. My 4-year grandson asked me to make him a skunk. He picked a realistic-looking one over a fun-looking one. I just finished it. Can't wait to give it to him, says Margaret G. What? Oh, my girl. Fantastic. You'll be the Oma of the year, of the century. Forever he will stay. My grandmother. My Oma gave me this. Hello, hello. There you go. Hey, Bonnie, I've been pumping out the chicken gosling videos. Yes. I want the parking lot videos. Those are the funny ones. Thank you for the month membership, says Paula. There you go. Elaine, I missed what you were making, says Miguel. There you go. Ooh, my mom cooked. It was like mince with veg. And then she had, you know what it's cauliflower. Cauliflower? Looks like broccoli, but it's white. Cauliflower.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And on a bed of rice. Oh, my mom. She makes it. I mean, I can make that, but when she makes it, it tastes different.
Yeah,
what do you
Mom's
make?
Always cooks some wonderful dishes. I miss my mom's food, but the blessing is she taught me, so
Yes.
mine's don't come out as good as hers, but it's close. Yeah.
What are you making?
I'm sorry. I'm making a shawl. This is the corner to corner shawl.
I'm just gonna solo you. Let me solo you then, so they can see. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's the Lion brand. I don't have the band, but it's Lion brand, that big cake, the huge cake. So yes. I wanted to pick a pattern that is like a yarn eater. So I picked this one. And yeah, so I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook. It requires a 5, but I wanted just a little bit
more drape. Hey.
Yeah. But you know, this yarn, the mandala yarn, I just love it for shawls. It's just, you know, it also, you know, just for shawls.
It's practical.
It's a yarn that helps, you know, it's drapey, you know?
Yes.
And this is a number 3. It's a light 3. So yeah, I could wear it now. I just want it a little larger.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I might finish this thing. I might finish it with it.
Oh, Lisa Knits is in the house and she's off to bed. Well, it must be late for you, my sweetheart. I hope you have a good time. Donna's Crafty Corner. Donna says, hello, Ursula. Hello, Granny D. Hello, Miguel. I've been sitting here in the bushes. I've lost 2 days. I'm on the bed, laying here. Best stop. Oh, you've lost 2 days? What do you mean, my sweetheart? You've lost 2 days? Hey? Have you zoned out for 2 days? My dad told us to cook. My mom couldn't boil water. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. That is like out there. I'm just thinking about what to do. I just enjoy my new desk space back in Norway. Ooh, la, la. Lovely. Look at you. Hello, Bridget. How are you doing, my sweetheart? I just started your beautiful French shawl using Hobie Twister yarn. Oh, yes. Hope all goes well, my sweetheart. Hope you enjoy it. It's 10:30 a.m. here. There you go. Hello, Bridget, says Darcia. Hilda, all the way from here. I'm telling them it's cold. That's why I'm dressed like this. Eh? That wind out there is ice. Hilda stays close to me, so she knows. Eh? Hello, Ursula. Hello, dear Miguel. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, Mika. I'm working on a shawl. I'll show it. There you go. She did it. She did it. When I get there, it laid. Okie dokie. There you go. I'm catching up on the chat quickly, and then I've lost 2 days. I'm just lying here in bed. My balance is bad. I fell at Walmart Wednesday, and I'm still hurting real bad. I wish this dizziness would go away. Sweetheart, isn't this something where you should see a doctor or the doctor should come and see you? Hey?
I hope you feel better.
Because you might have, sometimes when you fall, you injure something and you don't realize you've
probably fracture.
What I'm saying is, sometimes you fall not because you fell, but because something went wrong inside.
Okay. Off balance.
And now you're still dizzy 2 days later? Wow.
Oh, 2 days later. Yeah, you probably need to see the doctor.
I think if you were my mama, I would say you need to see the doctor.
Yeah.
Even if it's FaceTime. Maybe if someone is with you that they could, do a FaceTime doctor's appointment, something like that. I don't know. To me, that is concerning. Donna, my sweetie, hey? I'm about to jump on the wheel, finish up this beautiful spin, then start on the next. Ooh, exciting. Windy here too. Donna, are you all alone or do you have someone that you can phone to help you with maybe a doctor's appointment? I'll put you on my prayer list for sure anyway, but still, I think from a practical point, not that prayer is not practical, it's the most practical, but I tell you what, my neighbor's late wife once came to me. I was in the mall at Pick and Pay, Hilda, which is where we buy our food. So it's like a countrywide supermarket store that sells food. What would you have that's like that? Something like that? It's countrywide.
It's what? Countrywide?
It's countrywide, a franchise, and they sell everything you need in your house, like food. You've got the aisle where you go for your washing, your stationery, your groceries, anything food. Food mainly. But anyway, she came to me in that store and she showed me her hand and she said to me, a cat, she loves cats, a cat had, I don't know if he bit her or if his nail. I gave that hand one look and I said to her, you need to get to a doctor now. Because if you have not had a tetanus injection ever, and this is about to be 24 hours, you could die. This is how serious it is. Do you know that she went to the doctor and that they actually hospitalized her for 3 days.
Wow.
That's how serious it was. Yeah. Hello, my sweetness. Hello. You make my day every time you come up. It's like Elaine. She comes up and she makes my day.
And I rarely come up, but I try. Hi, Granny D.
Elaine. My hair's crazy. Have sleep hair.
I still look gorgeous.
Zero to it.
I don't matter what hair you got. I tell you what, Granny D, it's like my mother.
Yay!
Okay, what hair you've got?
Kitty cat hat, which is nothing than a round.
I want to solder you because I want to see that up close.
Yeah, right now I'm doing slip stitches at the top. You know, it's one of those where you put it on and it just, because it's square and your head's this way, it makes the ears and you don't have to do anything. So just
yes.
Oh, yes.
It close. Yeah, Bod made it the other day. So I said, hey, I can half double and close something at the top.
I would love to make that because that sounds fun. That sounds like a fun thing to wear too.
So quick.
I made a hat like that last year, so just a square.
I should have made it really big and felted it. I'm sorry. What'd you say, hon?
No, I'm sorry. I made a hat like that last year, so it's just a square. When you put it up, it has cat ears, like a cat ears, and then you can also sew it with a needle and thread in that area just to keep it there.
I'm just slip stitching right now. the top closed.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, Lisa, Knits and Vlogs. Hello, my sweetheart, but I know she's gone by now. I saw her say goodbye, but thank you for coming in. Thank you. Hello, everyone that's speaking to me. I'm working and lurking. Lurk away, my sweetheart. Shared you out. Oh, thank you so much. And please thumbs up, everyone. I so appreciate that. Oh. Lori, my sweetie, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Listening while working from home today. Oh, yes, for us, hey? She's listening while working.
It's great.
There you go. She's saying, Miguel, your gosling is beautiful. Cindy with an S, Lulu's treasure trove. Hello. Nightbot doesn't like you. Why? He doesn't want to give you your weather. Beautiful shawl. I love the color, says Paula. I think that is that's your shawl, huh? I'm catching up here. That's your shawl, definitely there. And she said, good night. All I'm off to bed. Ursula, your mom's cooking sounds fantastic. And I tell you what, while I was in the house, my mom is one of those. She's so good, she's bad. You know? Because she's one of those single moms who she feels so sorry for the little children that she's raising without a dad. It's like, that's not me. But anyway, I mean, that's not my in the same situation, that's not me. I'm the very quiet mama. Come. 1, 2, 3. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But my mom is, for her kids, she is, I always thought, I remember when I was a teenager, I used to push the boundaries and she'd be merciful. And I think to myself, you're soft. I can't rely on you. It's like, that sounds so bad, Granny D, but you know what? You're an ex-teacher. And you know, Elaine, you're a mom. As a child, you want those boundaries to keep, it makes you feel safe. And I think some children push the boundaries more than others. Yeah. I wanted those boundaries. But my mom was, my little mom.
Students I remember more than the good one. Good, you know.
Yeah. My mother, I don't think she let us pull the boundaries too far.
Yes, but it's like that. Some, you know, I mean, hello.
She was a strict mama.
Yeah, but you see, that's why my mom is really, she's as a mother, she's a good mother. I say, you know, to my daughter as well, you've got a very good Oma. When you're there with Oma, you're working, she's good, but she's good to the point where she's bad. And that's when I have to phone and say, listen, X, Y, and Z need to happen, or I'm pulling the plug. So then both of them, they get on the agenda. That's it. Scraptastic Crochet just finished all your videos. Hey! Oh, Cheryl, you are a blessing to so many of us when you give us watch hours, you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Cheryl. Mwah. Big hug to you, my sweetheart. I'm debating what I'm going to do with my Hirschner's cotton malins while sipping tea. Ooh, just think that Yanni thoughts. You know what? Jessica is the one who studied art, but I so often do animation impersonations that she's like, why do you think like that? I said, well, I've got a daughter who wants to do animation. Why should I not be thinking like that? Maybe that's where you got it from. So I remember once, I told you guys this already. We were next to the road, parked. We were waiting for the bus, and there's a little empty can of Coke lying just on the side of the road. So the cars would come by and it would miss it by inches. Hey man, no, I'm talking to you guys. I'm getting so hot. And I would sit there and I would go, a car comes by and I'm like, no, I'm the Coke can. And I'm like, ooh, it's going to hit me. I hope it doesn't hit me. And she's sitting here next to me. She's like 11, 10. And she's looking. I said, I'm the Coke can. Look at that. Look what that can is saying. Ooh, it better not hit me. Wow, I'm so glad. I'm still alive. Oh, nearly want to fight. I'm like that. That's just
funny.
You know, you pass the time.
Yeah.
It's like funny. Yeah, exactly. Did you hit your head, Donna? Tell us, because you know what? But you know, I know that sometimes when you fall, something happens first and then you fall. So did something happen after you? Did you trip and fall, or how did the fall happen? Good morning, Moonrose Crafts. Oh no, falls are scary. My mom used to fall while sitting. Inner ear issue. Hey, exactly with my husband. When he had this ear infection, he was so dizzy. Please keep Elizabeth Aaron in your prayers. Oh, right. I'm writing Elizabeth Aaron.
She had heart surgery.
Ooh, heart surgery. Wow.
I'm not sure exactly what, but
Wow.
Tank here, Tank, or maybe some of the
I love to crochet, Tank. Yes?
Yeah. She, I'm sure, probably knows.
She's quite up to date. Hello, Frenchie. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hi, French.
I was waiting until I finished my square to ring the doorbell.
Nationwide chain.
So this is my...
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Pretty.
Make me solo you.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
This is,
I like
this is the
that.
square I designed.
Oh, wow.
I have a
Yes,
tutorial
Walmart would
for
be
it.
similar to that store I said. Yes, please see a doctor,
And,
Don. Raylene says.
Saw that
Ooh.
on your channel.
Oh, my goodness, look at that.
Oh, that's
That's
pretty.
Inspired by Bod.
In the middle is the Bago Days, the square that she did.
Oh, okay. And you made some model.
And I just, inspired by
Freestyle.
the big one, I made a smaller one. So I have a tutorial for that if you want to check it out.
Wow, that is, it's a
And now I'm starting
supermarket.
another one.
Oh, but that is beautiful. Oh, Frenchie, that's beautiful.
It is. I like it. I like the colors too.
Have
I'm
y'all
hoping I'm gonna be able to
mentioned-
turn it into a cardigan for me, but if the mat doesn't work out, it'll be a blanket.
Hey, I'm a blanket person.
dad jokes? I love her dad jokes. Her delivery is
Yes,
great.
please do see a doctor, says Cindy with an S as well. Yes. I tell you, Donna, I think it's unanimous. You should, if you've been busy for 2 days,
Yeah.
you should. Everybody's saying hello
That
to
is not
Granny
good.
Jean. I was waiting to finish my square to ring the doorbell. Oh, you're so welcome, my sweetheart. There you go. Everybody's saying, Cindy is saying hello to everybody. And Lulu. Moonrose Craft is saying hello to Lulu. Everybody's saying hello, hello. Kim yawning for a smile. How you doing, my sweetheart? Good morning, listening as I do some chores, so I may miss a hello. If so, sorry, no worries. I'll be reading it out so you can keep on crocheting. Don't have to look up. Don't have to. It's just 1980 again. It's a radio program. We're going to be chatting. Let me rain just became a thunderstorm. Ooh, Catherine.
Even
Cats are
80.
hiding in behind my yarn box now. Oh, no, now they've caught up. This is no joke here. Let's get out of Dodge.
Eh,
Yeah, the
Sandra.
hurricane is skipping us in Connecticut. It changed its mind, and now it's going towards Massachusetts. It's supposed to be hitting Massachusetts hard, the hurricane. So we could keep those people in our prayers. I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. But
see,
Yeah, we're right in the path of Lee here, so
Oh, wow.
that's gonna be fun.
Hello to Nancy. Nana Michelle is drinking strawberry tea and listening. Found some old projects, so knitting on socks, says Rita. Oh, good stuff.
We have a visitor, and she's gone.
My mother had 5 kids and she took care of us. Oh, yes. Single mama, Paula? My mom was single mom of 2. I tell you what, she has done amazing for herself. Jen Reeves, good morning, everyone. And I tell you what, I mean, my mom doesn't have the highest education, but hats off to what she has accomplished in her life.
I
So,
was a daddy's girl all the way. And I was terrible to my mother, but in the end, Daddy was mean his last few years on Earth, probably because he felt so bad. And my mom and I got really close. So,
oh, that's awesome. It's never too late, you know.
right.
You know,
glad
I
you did.
also said to my husband, children are incredibly, usually, generalization here. Children are usually very forgiving. If a parent comes to a child and apologizes for whatever, not whatever, but I mean, also generalizing, 9 out of 10 times you'll find the child would say, I'm talking about really, really sorry. Cannot be sorry enough.
Here.
Yeah. My mom was a single mom of 4.
Wow.
Yeah, single mom of 4. She did her best. Yep. I'm proud of her, what she accomplished with us. But our dads didn't do anything. So our dads wanted to be part of our lives later on in our life. But I forgave my dad. He started being close to me, like I think. Well, I used to see him in the summers, but he wasn't really like a dad who stays in communication with us. And so, anyways, we started talking more and being more in a dad-daughter relationship in my 40s. So at least my children got to, meet him and stuff like that.
Right. We had a blended family. I had a daughter, he's my ex now. He had a daughter and we had Hannah together, but I was a takeover kind of mom. So he might have wanted to be more of a dad than I let him. I wore the pants. But now they have a really good, well, they didn't have a bad relationship then, but he's more, he probably calls them more and all that than I do. He'll take them shopping, all kinds of stuff. So that's good. That's good. It all worked out.
That's
Kitty
awesome.
cat hat may be done. Let's see.
Oh.
Do I have an end to weave in? No, I did it already.
A what? I
did it.
A strict mom and
Lord,
homeschool
let it
mom.
fit, not be too small.
Protect us and keep us.
Not too small, not too big.
Yeah. When I was 15, I had to lie. My first job was McDonald's and my mother was struggling. So I was in high school, but I had to lie and say I was 16. I was going to be 16 about 6 months. But anyways, I went to work to help my mom because it's tough being a single mom. It's really hard.
That's looking good. Yes, sorry, I was looking
there it goes.
One ear is really big and the other ear is really little.
No, maybe it's just the way it is because the one looks more to the front than the other. Okay, like that. Now try and
see
a little more.
Wait a minute. I have to go to the bathroom and fix it.
Okay.
All right, that's okay. She's a strict mom and homeschool mom. So yeah, rules are here to protect us and keep us on schedule so we can thrive in all situations. Yes, you get your strict moms and I think, the Lord gives you to whoever he knows is going to be your best mom. When I raised my nieces, they hated the boundaries, but they appreciated that we had them now. Yes, sometimes they also don't appreciate it at the time, but in hindsight, they actually raise their kids like you raised them. So, hey, Crojo, Ursula does a wonderful chicken salad. I do. Taking care of kids with ADHD and development delays, we had to have strict rules. Exactly. Okay, now that's my position. My situation. If nothing got learned, now they manage more or less by themselves. Exactly. So now my kids also, they do a lot. So I might still be just directing here and there. But if I wasn't that strict, because my children were quite passive. So you had to, if you leave them, like opposite of ADHD, if you leave my children alone on the bed, 3 hours later, you come back, they're right there where you left them. So that's a different kind of problem, a different kind of challenge. Okay, I hope this thing doesn't mute me again. I am sorry, would love to stay in the chat, but I'm freezing cold and I'm in such pain with my back. Oh, we'll watch the replay tomorrow after work. Luckily, it's only till 1 o'clock. Oh, my sweet Hilda. Oh, big hugs for you, my sweetie. And it is freezing cold. You see, my mom was also saying her shoulder was aching with this cold.
Today's the first day I had to wear sweatpants and a sweater. And I walked out the house, I had this t-shirt on, and I had to turn back around and get a sweater because I was happy the temperature was changing, but I had to turn around and get a sweater because it was cool a little bit. And it was windy this morning.
Oh, wow.
The weather is changing. I'm happy.
The weather.
That's Elizabeth Aaron. That's having a new aorta valve put in. Okay, good stuff. Thank you. I think that is, if I'm wrong, just tell me. Wow, Frenchie, it's fantastic. Oh, you see, now I'm only catching up to Frenchie's comments. Wow, that's beautiful, says Cindy. Hi, all, says Sandra. Frenchie, I went to your live too, but you were gone. Oh, that's the replays there.
Yeah, nobody showed up.
Is it? Oh, no.
Nobody showed up.
Oh,
Happy Friday. Hello, Breezy. How you doing, my sweetheart? Hello, hello, hello. Pretty square and blanket, Frenchie, says Paula. That is beautiful. Hello, hello.
Frenchie, can you type something your OMG grannies in the chat room so I could check out
Throw
your
some
camera.
yarn in your window. Yeah.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, look at you.
Saying something about
I have an info, and it's Friday. Woohoo! And it's not a beach ball.
Wow.
Well, I wish I would have done
I
one.
can't type in StreamYard anymore. Hang on, I gotta go to YouTube.
I'd love to see if they had a kitty hat that you could felt. That would be cool.
The tabs popping up. There we go.
It'd be hard to size.
Hello, Sunflower Ashley. How you doing, my sweetheart?
Hey! So
I love that hat. I think that's beautiful. So you say it's just a rectangle and you just sew it up and it's a hat? Wow.
Oh, yeah, you do it.
Yes, Sheila.
She said to do 60 chains. This is bod. 60 chains did not fit around my fat head.
And then is it 60 chains?
What? And a 4 yarn.
A 4 weight, okay. 60
and
chains.
A J hook. So I did probably, mine might have been like 72 instead of 60, something like that. And then you do it, go up to, I think she said 17 rows, like 7.5 inches. And then you just slip stitch the top just straight across.
Yeah. Yes, because I know that
it just causes the square to make the.
Yes. Linda Simpson, Disney Sisters Creations, her cowl is 7 inches. So I thought, 7.5 inches, that's a good size, because I thought out of that cowl I can actually make another hat, because my hat is not so, my head is not so big. My husband is quite. Yes.
You can just try it on as you go, because everybody's head size is not the same,
That's what I did. I changed until it fit right around my head. And then
Oh, Cheryl, that's good news. The month before my dad died, he told us he was sorry for all the abuse he gave us and accepted God. I wished that for my dad. I'm not sure if it ever happened. I did pray for that.
So your dad was passed, Ursula?
Yes. So I did pray for that. So I can only say, Lord, I believe that you answered prayer, because I know that he had a bad time when he died. So yes, Paula says I worked with McDonald's in high school too. I worked since I was 14 in school holidays, but I looked 16, when you're tall and you're wearing makeup. You can get away with it.
Yeah.
Granny,
I was a skinny old thing. I was short and skinny, so it was hard for me to get away with it. But I have the picture.
Comes up to here. But she also did the makeup thing. So then you do look a bit older.
Oh, yeah.
Granny D. Michelle says,
I wear makeup,
already.
Says what?
Michelle Jenkins says, I did 2 already.
Wow. It took me forever. It just like a day, but it seemed like it's all half doubles. But you know me, I keep falling asleep.
I can't drive. It hurts my right leg, says Nana Donna. Donna, I think you just need to make a phone call to someone. We, for instance,
Therapy.
we have a local GP that if you phone, they will come out after 2 p.m. in the afternoon to make a house call.
Hey,
So if you need a house call, they can make a house call.
I remember way
So,
back in the
but you need to phone
60s,
someone.
calls were a thing.
But we were raised by strict parents within reason. Yes, strict. You know that. I mean, I know I'm not too strict because my daughter once asked me, "Mommy, please do not be any less strict than you are," because we were watching a program on TV, and I said, and this mom was teaching her 2 boys something, I don't know what, and they were just out and about and so on. And I looked at this from a child's viewpoint, and I said, I think this woman would be a wonderful mother. And Jessica was a little bit puzzled, like, why? Why would I think that? I said, no, just think of it. If she's your mama, it doesn't look like there's a lot of rules going on there, and the 3 of them are doing things together. It's not like here with me. It's us and them. There's no.
My girls were so easy. Thank God. I was a wild child, a hellion. If I'd have been my parents, I would have smacked my mouth so many times. I was mouthy. I lied like a rug and tell them what they wanted to hear, and I'd go out and do what I wanted to do. They were bound to know. They should have whooped my butt, smacked me in the mouth, whatever. But my girls, now they might have done whatever, but I don't think so.
Yes.
They were easy. And my girls, though, would come when they would visit me, and, I taught when they would visit me in my classroom. And then later at home, they're like, Mama, you're mean.
Wow.
Well, they go in your classroom. I'm like, no, I'm a pushover.
I have one daughter that
I was a bad teenager too. So Crojo.
I was terrible.
I had one daughter that I had to be tougher than the other. I had one that was
that
really
was
a regular teenager problems. And then the other one is like nothing at all with her. She's just like, I got one that was bad and one that was good.
Yeah,
and she's 18.
Right around 18, and I came home pregnant at 21. No, 22. But
as she says, no, my mom wasn't very strict, but I was a relatively good kid. I loved reading and keeping to myself. I loved reading and I kept to myself, but I tell you what, I wasn't born again. I lied like anything because at school I was so afraid of the teachers. I was so afraid to put my hand up and say, I don't understand something. Then instead of doing the homework, which I can't do, I would say I did it, but it's at home. And I forgot to book it home. And man,
yeah,
I just, and I mean, you must believe your own lie. I was good at lying, I must say. I only, gave my life to the Lord at, was it 19 or 20 or something like that, just after I left school, but not, hey, while I was in school. When I say that to my Jessica, she's like, Mama, really? I said, well, it was out of fear. Because I was afraid that I didn't want to put my hand up in school. I said, gee, if I had tutors and everything like my child had, tutors to help you to go back into the same classroom situation and be able to confidently put up your hand. Wow, that would have been wonderful.
I could have been an
Ursula.
I was studying
so
nothing in high school but partying.
Ursula, we're almost alike because I came to the Lord when I was 21, but before that, I was a professional liar because I was not scared of the teachers. First, I was not. I was scared of my mother. And I will lie like I will sing like a canary. I will lie.
Shannon, you're hearing, you're like the the priest here. This is the confession box.
This confession.
My parents, if they did anything, they would ground me. Well, hell, I had a bottle of vodka and reefer in my closet. I had a big time. I was drunk as a skunk. They were wondering why I was drinking all the orange juice.
And
But
you
my mom was stricter with some of us.
Now, I was afraid of the teachers. I wasn't afraid of my mom because my mom, to me, was a pushover. I could tell her anything, and I was so convincing. She just believed me. I mean, there's no way you could tell her, "I have to go to work. Have a great day, everybody." Jen, enjoy that. Thank you for being around. Thank you for being with us. A friend of mine is in hospital. Oh, my sweetheart. We pray for good recovery there.
In the hospital.
Let me just see. Hello, another yarn is Shannon. Kelly, I bring it every day. Hello, my sweetheart. Definitely feels like the confession box is Shannon. Shannon, hey, it's our, how do you say, scandalous behavior that we're bringing out here. But the thing is, it's just, now I can talk about it and I can relate. Because sometimes my daughter would talk about friends, and I used to be very involved, obviously, with her schooling and go to school and pick her up from school and go and attend meetings and do a lot that, is difficult for a single mom to do. But I would look at some of the kids and I would recognize myself in them. And then if she would say something or I would say something, I would say, you look at that child and you think this and this and this. I just want to tell you, if we were the same age, that would be me. I could look at a child's school uniform and pick up how much care there is in the home or not, or lack of. You can do that. Now that you're our age and you've got all that experience. Am I right or am I on? You can do that. And I feel for them because yes, mine is not like, Jessica had all she had privilege, not privileges, but what I considered when I was raised by a single mom. I didn't have those things that I would call. I said to her once, I said, if I was in your class, I would think you're a spoiled brat. And she said, why? And I said, well, because you look like you've got privileges. We know what you've got, and we know it's only we do what we can, and we put our money into tutoring, whereas other people put it into a house payment. So we're just, our priorities as parents were different. But from the outside looking in, you might think she's a bit spoiled, Anyway.
Well,
my mom never had problems with us girls at school.
It would be hard not to spoil her, I would think. Sorry.
Was a teacher aside. Teacher's aide through all of high school. Ooh la la. Good stuff. Hello to Kelly.
Well, my brothers, on the other hand, my mother had to go to school a lot for them.
Ooh.
But me, I love school, so my mother never had a problem with me. I love school. But
she says, my older brother and I opened our first business when I was 9. We mowed lawns for $1 and the gas was 25 cents a gallon. Hey.
Wow.
10 out of 10 for you, girl. Started working at 14 in my family's bookstore. If it was slow, Mom made me do homework and work. Hey, yes. We also did that. If it was slow going, especially winters, we would, I think we were like 4 or 5 girls that worked there. We would, we would really do our homework, keep busy. You wouldn't just sit there and chat while you can actually just pull out a book and do some homework. I was a good kid.
Doing the hotel, is it a hotel or what is it?
It's a guest house. No, at that time she was working. You know what happened was, at a certain time in her career, she had the option to take what they call a golden handshake. So what they do is they give you a real good retirement package to leave early. And she took that and she started her first guest house. And from there on, it just snowballed. So she went and And she went and built that home, owner builder, herself, with a crew. So that's why I say she's like
she has the one though, right?
no, she's got more than one.
Ah,
So that's the thing. That's the thing. And the one that she's living in, or well, not living in, the one that she comes home to, like Jessica comes home to, has more pensioners. And she said she's now 75. She says, oh, still want to do one project before I die. I've got it in me still. I want to do another project.
In good shape, though, right?
And she says, I want to take all my pensioners with me because they're really reliable and they don't cause havoc, you know, they're very well behaved, whatever. Sorry, Granny D, what did you say there?
I forgot.
Ooh. You said something and I didn't hear it. One of my
I said your mom's in good shape though for her.
Yes.
Age, right?
She is really fit and she does everything. Thank you for your love and support. Ursula says, Kelly, member for a month of single crochet. Yay. Thank you, my sweetheart. One of my sons at about 10 noted another kid being rude, disobedient. He said his mom does not love him to let him get away with that. Oh, yes. You know, I told Jessica that. Finished your show. Ooh, you're going fast. She says, Catherine says, my nieces were a challenge. They were ADHD and had been in a no-rules household before coming to me. Well, I am telling you, it's so good that they had you. Parents were strict on me. We were a low-income family. Parents knew they could not help me get to college. So if I made a C, I had to pay them money. Kim, wow. Hey, that's amazing. I worked though. I graduated top 5 of my class and got scholarship for college. Fantastic. Oh, you guys are amazing. Sandrine, hi to all I've missed. She's been lurking here, my sweetheart. I got picked on for not getting to date till I was a senior, but I used that time to study and learn and look. And I look back and I'm thankful for the strictness. Hey, there you go. Hey. Hello, Kelly, and to whomever I missed. Darcia says, I'm back. Oh, thank you, my sweetheart. Hello, Annie. How you doing?
Don't feel bad, Kim. My youngest daughter is 18 and she's never had a boyfriend. So it's some, your time is your time.
My daughter's got their lifelong mates at 15.
You know what, Elaine, I think I said to Jessica as well, she had like a romantic interest there in what I said, if I could tell you, I would say, don't go out with any boys at school. Don't go out with a colleague. That would just be my advice. But that's
what I told her.
At a certain point in her life, at her age, I said to her, from now on, I'm your consultant. I'm only consulting. You want advice, you can ask me, but you make your own decisions and live with the consequences as well. But that made her come for consultations regularly. It's like, whoa, what do I do? So and then yes, so that actually worked well. What she says, however, that long-haired, dirty hippie most girls are told to stay away from, I kept him, my best friend since high school. Oh, sweetheart, hey? You know, that hippie has history. That's the thing. I was pretty wild, but I have a lot of really great stories. Oh, is it hair-raising stories? Hello, Zach. How you doing? I would like to hear those. Laura says, Kelly. That's the thing. Is it hair-raising stories?
Laura,
my mom's problem was my sister. She always came home. She always come in late. My mother put the change. She put the change on the lock on the door, I think. When my sister comes in late, she opened the door and she called my name to open it. Oh, wow.
Wow.
The thing was, my brother was very curious. Is it curious? Do you say curious? as a boy. So he would investigate things and get in trouble. And then my Oma would let me have it. Because why didn't I look after him until I thought, little brother, I think I wanted to wring his neck because I would be well behaved, but he would get me into trouble. And I wasn't even curious. I think of all the people you would ever meet that is the least curious. It's me. I am not curious about anything. Nieuwsgierig. Nieuwsgierig is the Afrikaans. Now I think the English is curious. I think the English is curious, but it means that you want to know what's going on here, I am so not a curious person. So I wouldn't have made a good detective, right? Because I'm really not curious. Might have made something else.
Nosy is a better word for it.
I don't know what the Pat Dancer. Hello, my sweetheart. I'm trying to think. My husband is extremely curious. He would come home and he would be like, there's 2 cars in front of the neighbor's house. Everything's good. Is it or not? He's going to check. He's like one of these. What do you mean?
Yeah, nosy.
Nosy neighbor.
A meerkat. He's like that. You know how they are? They sit in there. Anything happens, they're up on the hill and they look. I said to my husband, you're like my grandma. You're like Oma. She's just like Oma. Because anything would happen. Oma's at the and not like this. There's a lace curtain. She'd be at the lace curtain, checking out what's happening. What's happening to the neighbor? What's happening over there? I was so not. If there is a need, I go help. But I'm not curious to know what's going on. I think I'm putting it right. But if I'm not, my nieces used to be embarrassed at having homemade clothes and such. I told them to tell their friends that their clothing was all custom made. Hey, good stuff. Love your hat, Granny D. Oh, she just finished it.
Yay! It was so easy.
It's an FO that was birthed in this live stream.
Yes.
Hello,
you know what? Now I have to go because I'm feeling sinus pressure, so I might go take some meds.
That's okay, my sweetie. I'm so glad you came up. Mwah, you make my day. Always when you come up.
Love you, Lane. Love you.
Granny D, just type OMGrannySquare in the chat so that if people are not connected to you, they come and check you out.
Go, Granny D. I'm using the hook you sent me.
I saw that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Lovely pearl. Granny D, you're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday a little bit early. Yeah, 5 Eastern.
Sunday at 3 Eastern, yeah.
Yes, which is good for me.
I just realized it's a little bit sparkly.
Oh, Hannah's not coming.
Lovely.
So I'll be in
Just
the
a little
chat.
bit.
If I can see how to leave.
Thank you.
You might
she
have
says,
to me out.
I'm
on my...
Thank you for coming up. I so appreciate it.
Okay, you'll have to get rid
of
me.
Probably see you tonight.
I wanted to kick you out. You're so funny. Oh, that is hilarious. You're hilarious. And Kim is saying hello. Hello. Let me see there.
Oh, I'm here. I was looking at the wrong screen. I'm like, wait, what? Hi.
Mwah. How are you doing?
I'm good. So I have to tell you a funny story about growing up. So we were a very low income family, and we lived in this little single wide trailer that had a lot of water damage underneath it, and the floor buckled. And I was young, and I thought it was the coolest thing because I was a slight tomboy growing up. I guess y'all would probably never guess. So I had a lot of cars, and I would race my cars on those little hills like they were like mountains to drive on. And I always just thought it was really cool. And it was like, that was meant to be, but apparently not.
Listen, I remember my mom said to me that my brother told her, I think he was in high school. He said, he came to her, he said to her, I was in high school when I realized that we were poor.
Like, I mean, like, I never knew.
That's well done. That's a job well done. If you can convince your kids up to high school, we've got it all.
I was happy
Sorry.
and I was provided for, so I didn't really need anything else.
We were loved. We had food. We slept warm. There was no. We didn't know that
Right.
you needed anything else. So
And
that
if
was
you were
good.
like me, I was constantly out in the woods. So as long as I had a place to go out in the woods and look around and find insects and find bugs, I was completely content. Like I had a playhouse that I would actually keep
Yes.
all kind of different insects in, and I would learn about them and like practice drawing them. I was such a nerd. I'm still a nerd, but I'm like a cooler level nerd at this point in life. Like now there's yarn, so I feel like I've upgraded over insects. Although there are 3 spiders that I have in that thing, so maybe I haven't gotten that far from my childhood. I don't know.
No, the thing is that I think, you know, when you're a nerd and you grow up, unless you become some kind of criminal, you can put that nerdiness to good use. It's to good use to everybody around you. I mean.
Yeah, like Kim, I was a tomboy as well. I grew up between 2 boys. My brother, I was the middle child before my sister came 5 years later.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah, I climbed trees. I did it all. And, but my mom was also loving. She was a single mom. She was loving and caring and everything. But she had a hard time supporting us. So when I was 15, I did not have the clothes I needed for high school. So that's why my mom needed extra money. So that's why I had to go to work. I used to take what I needed for school, and I would give her the rest. These days, you know, it's hard for you when your teenagers go to work. They don't know nothing about that. They you know, some teenagers are selfish. They want to keep all the money to themselves. You know,
yes.
Them to family has to help family or even someone in need. You know what I mean? Because I had no problem giving my mother my check. I really didn't. You know?
Yes. I was just telling to Jessica today that when I started working, for us, my brother and I both, for the first 6 years, gave my mom a quarter of the check just because we wanted to give something back because she's been taking care of us for so long. And we only differed a year and 3 months. So we were sort of, those 6 years were sort of overlapped. So that was good for her.
Oh, that's nice.
But then my brother and I, you know, we left home and spread our wings. I was a preacher's kid bad. I was a goody two-shoes. And celebrating 4 months, Nancy, I tell you what, we always thought the preacher's kids were the naughtiest because we never saw them getting spanked. And it's like they could get away with anything. So, but if you were good, hey, good for you. So, oh my goodness, my nieces and I living next to a ritzy neighborhood. They were happy until schoolmates told them we were poor. Oh my goodness. I'm going to lay down, Ursula. I'm really tired. Going to take a nap. What's up, Cake? Listen, Donna, I really think you should call someone. Just phone someone and tell them about your dizziness for 2 days after a fall in the shops. Yeah, I really think you need a. Hey, she needs to be calling someone. I think.
Absolutely.
Only calling the family. Got a sister as a grown up when we choose our family. Oh, right. When you choose your family, I remember.
I have a question. How do I make the little gift membership thing or the little membership thing pop up that shows how long you've been a member?
You go to chat.
It's the super chat.
You go to super chat.
$$ sign at the bottom.
Hey, someone donated a membership, and that is Sunflower Ashley. Oh my goodness. Margie, Moonrise Crafts, Great Lakes Gal, Diane, Obsessive Crochet Lady Amanda. Another yarn was gifted membership. Thank you so much. We're gonna play a song for you, my sweetheart. I'm sorry if I missed that. And okay, so if you do the super chat, it should give you an option to it should say there like one or one something like that you can
monthly,
if you're a member,
free monthly super chat
that you can do a free membership thing, and it's free. It should be free. It
Yeah,
only
like,
gives it once a month. It puts it there, and you can put it's free. Okay, so you're gonna medicate and lurk, and let's do the song quickly. Where's the song for the thank you, Ashley? Let's see if this thing is doing it, or I'm just staring at you guys. Thank you. Let me see. And then happy welcome to the new members. This thing doesn't look like it's doing anything. There we go. Let's see. Now let's do this again. Hello, hello. And you all can hear me still. It's amazing.
Yes.
You know, on where I am, it doesn't do it, but it did it in the thingy.
Mine's
Hello.
broken. I can't do that, but I bought a super sticker.
Where did she go? Oh, there she is.
Did you? Wait, let me just see here.
And I've been
Oh,
a member for,
yes,
I've never been able to do that on any channel though, and I've been a member of your thing for a while now. It's kind of weird. I don't understand why I can't.
But doesn't
like on the,
it should say where the
right
super
under
sticker
the
is.
line where you type, there
Yes.
should be a little dollar sign, like right under the line where you type.
And it should be free. The free one is these green ones are all free. And it gives it to you like every month. That's amazing.
And then you'll have an option for a super sticker, a super chat, or a free member, 1 monthly member chat.
Yes.
I
Hello,
didn't even know
Michelle.
that.
Happy everyone. So wait,
Yeah.
let's just.
I've never had that ability. I've always wondered how people did that because I don't know. I
Wow.
don't have that option.
Yeah, I had that
And did you
issue
do that
too
on
when
your
I was
phone?
a member for someone's channel. I had that issue.
Oh, wow.
Frenchie, I threw yarn at
But
your
it has
window.
to be. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Are we mutuals? Hang on. Gonna check my notifications.
Did you go mute again? I think.
You so slow.
I have a question. Your shirt says all we need is.
Oh,
No.
all you need is love. Yeah,
I was like, what is it that we need?
we need love.
I thought,
And the
is
ability
it
for-
yarn? Is it
We do-
beads?
we
Is it
do need-
Ursula? I love it though.
Yeah, I've been a member for 11 months. Why can't I do that? Oh no, 6 months.
I'm sorry, I have a lion here.
But it doesn't give you an option for the free chat?
Mm-mm. So on my thing, it says I've actually been a member for 11 months and 30 days, and I've never had that option on anybody's channel that I've ever been a member of, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I was like a year in someone's. I mean, I can't afford it now, but I was a member in 2 channels, and I wasn't able to do that. I was like seeing people doing it in the chat. I was like, how do you do that?
Yes.
And I went in there.
Yes. The way I do it when I'm at someone else's live stream is I actually press the dollar sign for the chat. Let me see.
Yes.
Yeah, so if I do that, all I have an option for is a
Yes.
super sticker.
And you go to
super chat.
membership. And then it would no. Membership, gifting, super chats, but there usually is an option. I think because it's my channel, it says now membership, unlock members only perks. But I've never seen that there. I've never seen that. That's like first time seeing that.
is so weird that I don't have that option. I'm
That's
not
weird.
surprised though, because it hates me. Let me try to pull it up on the phone on the mobile app.
Yeah, when you're the channel owner or a mod, there's an option to just see the gifts. Like you have the private chat, the comments, and when you're a mod, there's also an option to just see the gifts so you can keep track of them during like a busy chat.
The fan funding. Yeah, actually I can see fan fund. Yeah. Yeah, I think
It's been
those are
great
only
to be
from
on free time doing live. Oh, I'm glad you are. Let's just do a song for. Thank you. On my laptop it does it, but it doesn't do it on my phone.
It might be a setting that you have that just hides that or something.
I can't even do it on my phone.
Because if you have the option to give a super sticker or super chat, it should be there. So there's got to be an option that is locked you out of that.
Yeah, you should touch the $sign. There it is.
Who knows?
Appointment soon.
Fine.
Okay, thank you, Nancy. You've got an appointment soon. I'll leave you running when I go. Okay, my sweetheart. I so appreciate that. We can see and hear the song, says Michelle. Oh, thank you. Michelle actually lives in the Strand, if I'm right, which is, how far is that from me? 45 minutes? I'm in Durbanville. 45 minutes, I think. And Strand is a very nice place, I think. Is it Strand, Michelle? I played sports for a while. I was in school, grade school. Grade school, high school. And boy, do I feel it now since I got older. Hey? Wow. Do you feel it now that you've got older?
Because you stopped doing it? Or the injuries?
Everybody's saying hello to Jane.
Hello. My turban doesn't look good
Yes.
today.
Crochet, for me as well, it only shows up once in a while. Teresa, hello, my sweetheart. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yes, for me as well. Once a month. I think once a month. Something like that. And I also have good news. What's the good news? Maybe did I miss it already? I'll see. It'll pop up now. I get 4 choices when I click the dollar super chat. Sign, super chat, super sticker, gifting memberships, free membership milestone. That's it. The free membership milestone. There you go. That one. Kim, is your channel brand?
My channel is a brand, so maybe that's why I can't do it. Why did I just?
Yeah, maybe it's just individual accounts.
Yeah, that could be it. It could be because I'm a branded channel. I didn't think about that.
You look all sad now.
I'm just
I'm-
confused.
now I
I
can
hate
follow.
not knowing how something works. Like it just drives me.
Yes. Thank you, Faith. You're waiting on a
Oh, that's
phone
better.
call. What's on your needles or on your hook?
My cushion was all warm. No wonder I was
Previously,
uncomfortable.
I showed this is you'll see my Sunday video is where I'm still working on the blanket itself. Wait, the blanket itself, right? The GrannySquare blanket. This is a copy of the one I made for my mom, the first blanket I made during lockdown. And then this is the border. Now, I went about it the other way around. So I finished that. Square must now go on the inside of this. So let me hold it like this so you can see. So this is sort of the outside of it. And you can see there the different colors. Let me see. I like the fact that it shows a different color. To me, that is, I did it on purpose. I want to show it. Orange and purple with like a yellowy whip stitch. Hey, I'm excited about this. So
It's pretty. I mean, it's coming out pretty.
my surgeon confirmed that surgery was done correctly and healing well. I'm so happy for you, my sweetheart. Oh, thank you. That is a praise report for sure. Oh, I'm so glad for you. Oh, my goodness. Ashley, you deserve good news. And all of us praying for her also deserve the good news because it is a long journey, hey? You'll most likely show up Next week, says Faith. Faith has faith that Kim's message will show up next week.
But I've been a member for like literally 11 months to your channel, almost 12 months, and I've never seen it. So
And you're
I
like,
don't think
yeah,
it's
I mean,
coming.
I think you should be able to send someone a message and say, hey, what's cooking? What's happening here? Hey, I feel like the stepchild. Come on, guys.
I
Sort me
love
out.
to see her knitting. It's so gentle the way she do the
I
throw.
tell you.
It's
I
so
don't move
gentle.
my arms when I knit. Everything is done in my wrist.
It's just, usually when I throw, I go, ha, ha. And you're just like, gentle, gentle.
But you see, it depends. Maybe it depends on the personality or where you come from, and you want to do the javelin or the spear, and I'm like, hey, my mother was crocheting. I was telling you guys, she was doing entrelacs. So I'm sitting next to her. I said, I'm not handing you a 4mm hook because you are already strangling that yarn. So 4.5 is the smallest I'm going with you. So she's sitting there. Listen, and I said to her, I'm definitely going to tell my viewers this on Friday. They're hearing this story because she's sitting there. Now she's doing the entrelac. She says she's watched it faithfully, the tutorial. She's watched the introduction twice. I don't know why twice, but she did it twice. And she's saying, she's sitting. Now she's crocheting and I'm talking. But now apparently my mom, her English is not that great. So I didn't know that. So what she does is she says, no, but so you know how I would in a tutorial go. So for instance, in my entrelac tutorial, I go through the front loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 on the hook. Through the front loop, yarn over, pull up, 4 on the hook. Because that's what you're supposed to say. And that's how I learn, and how, if it works for Jessica, it's sort of supposed to work. But now I forget my mom is really very Afrikaans. So now she's apparently got an Afrikaans with a little rhyme. So I said, but why don't you say the rhyme so I can hear what the words are? She says, no, I'm saying it on the inside. I'm like, all right. I said, and I look at the carpet. The carpet is already pushed like a little bubble. I said, are you braking? Because you're braking. You're crocheting. And you're like in a car that's no steering wheel. So you're braking. She says, don't make me laugh while I'm doing this. I must concentrate. You see, I say, we forget when we've been doing something and it's second nature. How? Because in fact, what she did was, she's quite a little bit of stubborn. That little lady is quite stubborn. She took the crochet hook like you would take a knitting needle. And she's just got the hook here, and with the same hand, I can't even do it. She's going yarn over, and I'm like, I think that's knitting. That looks like knitting.
I've seen people crocheting like that. It's
and
disturbing.
Like that. But now she's doing Tunisian crochet like that. I said, okay, well, I'm standing back a step here. I'm just going to watch this because I want to see how this pans out. Because if this works for you, then wow, I've seen a lot now.
Well, I can handle people holding the crochet hook like a saber, like a pencil, like a knife. But when they throw,
they do like the pencil hold.
Yeah, the saber look like they're gonna murder somebody.
Oh, right.
That's how I hold my crochet hook.
Saber.
She's got intention.
Even the dog got shocked here. I hold like this, but I was talking to Ursula the other day, and
yes.
we talk all the time. But the funny thing was that like when you guys watch her, like how gentle she is crocheting, the way I don't even know I cannot even hold. It's a natural.
That's not writing. You have a pencil.
And then I tried to make a chain holding like this, and I couldn't. And she was laughing so hard because it was so unnatural for me to hold. It's like this that you hold, Ursula, like a pencil.
Yeah, like a pencil, exactly like I would hold a pencil.
I couldn't do anything. So it's just kind of amazing how sometimes we're so used to hold the
Yeah, but I could say the same of the knife grip. For me, the knife grip feels like I'm out of control. Like that car really has no steering wheel. So I'm like, yeah.
The saber's like,
What a
this
branded
book
channel.
is mine, and nobody can take it away from me. Do you have a migraine, dear?
No, my eye's twitching. I had one yesterday, so like,
Oh,
messing with me.
I think the twitching is amazing because it's just a little muscle spasm, and nobody can see, but it feels like somebody is with a.
Thank you, Marceline.
And like everything's doing this right now, so like it's super weird.
Do you like you're like this?
Oh wow!
Nobody can see anything.
It's a private moment. Okay, my sweetheart.
I have to go paint. I gotta go paint around a window because we're putting trim up. But I wanted to show something real fast, if that's okay.
Yes.
Something? Okay. Make me big. Sorry.
Because all you need is
solo.
Okay, so like I'm working on a video right now for this thing that one of my friends
came
up with. But it's called the Twist and Pearl, and it has this clip on it, so you can put She sells it with like an arm strap, but it also comes with a little.
Who sells it? Sorry.
Her name is Twisted Mommy Creations. She is on Etsy and Instagram. But I'm gonna have a whole video that's gonna have all the information on it that I'm trying to get out today. Our Twin Mommy Creation, not Twisted. Where did I keep getting twisted? But her name's Anne. But there's a hand strap that comes with it, and there's a strap where you can hook it to your rearview mirror. And it turns, so as you knit and crochet, your yarn does not get tangled. How cool is that?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But they're up for pre-order right now, but there's going to be a whole video on it. And
so she 3D prints those?
You put that in a real mirror? You said?
I am. So you can hang it from your rearview mirror in your car. I actually use it when I go sit out in the woods sometimes, and I can hang my yarn from a branch. But when you buy it, you get the arm strap, the mirror strap, and then you get a smaller strap that you can use to hook it onto a bag. So here's the bigger connector, and then the other connector actually is in my car right now. But it goes flat. And then you just put your yarn cake in there and it stays together. And there's also a place that she has made so you can put stitch markers down there. So if it's hanging in your car, you won't lose your stitch markers. But it's so awesome. I've been testing this thing out for a couple of weeks now, and it went live yesterday.
Is brilliant.
But yeah, she is
brilliant.
So if you've watched my channel, there was a video back in October that I did where she had made these little, if you're from the USA, you know, McDonald's used to have the little Happy Meals in the plastic Halloween buckets. And she made those little Halloween buckets in the stitch markers. And they are like so 80s, and I am all for them. And so she's the same person that made those. And yeah, she has all the cool things. All the cool things for your crafting needs.
Can you say how much they go for?
I think they're $35.
That's beautiful. Sorry, this thing muted me, so I just wanted to say it's beautiful. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's $35. Shipping will begin on 9/18, and you get the 3 different kind of rings, and it's approximately 7 to 8 inches assembled. Nylon ring color will be chosen at random, which is this thing. But what I like to do is keep the smaller one just attached to my mirror or my side. What is that thing in your vehicle that you pull down that has the little mirror on it?
The visor?
The visor. Thank you.
The sun visor.
I'm like, okay, you put it in the review mirror. I was like, is she driving?
No. I mean, when I'm sitting in the car, I will put it on the big mirror because it's closer if I'm in the driver's seat. But if I'm in the passenger seat, I can hook it to the visor, and that way it's not in the way of the person driving. And I can knit or crochet from it, and it just turns. And then my yarn doesn't fall on the floor where all the nastiness lives because I have teenagers.
Yes. All the nastiness.
Since I saw somebody driving and knitting, not crocheting, knitting. She was in Wyoming, so the speed limit is 75. She was driving like the wind and knitting while
Yeah.
driving. Like,
What?
and I was like, that would be handy for her.
You
Wow.
need 10 of those, Rita. Wow.
Because I have to go paint so we can put the molding on the wall before the rain comes. So I love you all. Hugs.
Oh, my sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming up. You always share the most interesting stuff. There you go. Hate to leave great company. I've enjoyed being here in your life today. I hope you have a blessed weekend coming, and stay safe, everyone. Much love and prayers. Hey, when I go silent, you must know this thing has muted me, because I ooh and ah when anybody shows something. So if I ooh and ah nothing, if you don't hear any ooh and hold my hook all different ways. It depends on how my wrist is doing. Oh shit.
I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday.
I think her mic is not working.
Yeah, she's
right
mute. Went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, Ursula.
now. No, we can't hear you. You went to Hobby Lobby? That's awesome. I heard they got some sales going on.
Yeah, and I was shocked to know that the crochet threads, remember they used to, like, 1 week was the yarn 30% off, then was the crochet thread and other things. But I was talking to the manager. Now that they have the price like this, it's not gonna go on sale anymore. And he said a lot of things on Hobby Lobby gonna go to this yellow price. Means that it's not gonna go on sale.
The yellow tags only?
These yellow tags, yeah, because that's as low as they're gonna get, unless they go on clearance. So it was so shocking. They have this new color. That's my favorite orange. Is a orange and brown. Is like a rusted metal. I thought it was so pretty. This is new.
It is pretty.
It's my favorite metal name. It's copper. I thought it was so pretty.
I love the burnt orange. Oops, I think she dropped.
Yes.
She'll be back.
Come back. We will hold for. So I was about like, like when you're teaching, I'm trying to record the videos for the bracelets, and I noticed it's so hard for you to see the stitch when it's a regular crochet thread. So I found this thing. Look how beautiful.
Oh, that's pretty. Those two colors will look nice together.
Well, this is just to teach.
Well, that's thicker. Yeah, that's the yarn.
Yeah, so people can see what the heck I'm doing.
What's the price on that? Because I see a yellow sticker.
I know what to do. $4.99.
Oh, okay.
I think. Well, it has a lot of. I'm not sure if people do macrame with this, like those fancy dream catchers with a macrame, but it has about 250 meters. It's kind of good. And they had many colors, but not all colors have the bling bling.
Right.
Then I'm not sure. Well, I walked my dog. Hi, Ursula.
I'm on another phone.
You're on the phone?
Oh my goodness. So I have been looking for these flowers everywhere. And I finally found, but they are not glass. They are acrylic. Resin. Resin is very expensive, believe it or not.
Wow.
But I have been looking for those little flowers.
Let me solo you because I want to see that. Let me just solo you.
Should I start from the beginning?
No. I heard you all the way. Beautiful. I just couldn't comment.
So I just got this bag because they had the purple. But look at this one. Now you can see the color better.
Yeah, it's a pretty color for the fall
and
now.
already has a cat fur. And then I was shocked because I bought this style here, but was in resin as well. But now I found it in glass. Look how beautiful.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's like a matte. It's not like bling. It's like a matte
Yeah,
gloss.
I like the matte. And this is $3.99, so I pay $2 because they're 50% off.
Rita says you need to show us the lion at some point.
The what?
You need to show us the lion at some point.
I will.
Beautiful.
She's
love
roaring
it.
here, like. And then when I thought, okay, I already spent too much money. I found this. Isn't this? It doesn't show the color
I love
that I
the
see.
bling.
That's pretty.
What is it, that color that changed when you move like this?
Iridescent. Iridescent.
Iridescent.
I hate this word.
Yes.
I can never remember. But it's showing blue here. For me, it's showing yellow, pink, and different colors. It's kind of interesting.
Oh yes.
And then some of the bracelets you cannot use that fun little doohickey thing that I have. So I got this.
Yes.
This bead threader.
Yes, because I love that other bead threader you've got. And
Yeah,
in the
that's
bowl.
fun.
Oh my goodness.
But this one is
She's
the
got a
best.
shirt on it, guys.
They open in the half, and then you put the thread there, because like the daisies, you need to count the beads. You just cannot just fill up. You could, but if you wanted the daisies all in the same color. But this one I like this one the most if you're gonna thread for a while. But if you don't have money for this kind of things, you can use you know, like people that have braces, they sell a little loop thing that you put the floss. That loop thing.
Oh right. Yes.
And you save a lot of money. Come about 50 of them, so you don't feel so frustrated. And then my cat took away my other yarn, but look at these, Ursula. I decided to get these just to do the tutorials.
Cheryl wants to know if anybody needs watch hours. Please tell Cheryl if you need watch hours.
Yes.
Or just put it in the chat or email me. Oh, that's beautiful. Wait, man. Hey, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. What happened there?
Okay, let me get it right.
Oh, it has sparkles. It's pretty.
Oh, I love that.
And
I love that. Oh, look at that. I love a wearable in that.
I thought.
Is it soft enough for a wearable?
It's not soft enough. Well, it depends. Some people. It would have been a pretty hat, though.
Rose Craft needs watch hours.
Here's the info. I'm not going to repeat all
I love that. Oh, no, can I read that? How still can you hold it? Yeah, you're shaking the 4mm crochet hook. The rest is shiny in my eyes. I don't know if Elaine, can you make that better than me?
It's 65% cotton, 30% polyester, and 5% lurex. I guess is the bling bling thing.
Doretha needs watch arms.
250 grams and 8.82 ounces. 274 yards or 250 meters, and the crochet hook would be a 2 to 4 millimeter, depending what you want it. And the weight, I think that's what you guys want to know, is 3. It's blurry. Why is it so blurry?
I would use like a 4 or a 5, so I can get a lot of drape. I love that.
I just got this to teach the bracelets so people can see the stitches. You know, as something thick and bulky so it can be. And there is another bead, but the cat took it away, and believe it or not, I decided to get one more of this because I have about
measuring tape. Does it have centimeters on one side and inches on the one side? I love those that have both.
But the thing is, I have about 150 of them. But I never find when I need it. Oh, by the way, you can put me down.
I got a really good one on Temu.
Can tell,
Really impressed.
The table is looking good.
I'm really impressed with
Yes.
it. It's like really thick and super long. Like, I'm not sure how it goes to how much.
More than 60 inches?
Oh yeah, 120.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's 120 and it's really sturdy. It's like a really sturdy plastic,
120.
like a vinyl.
Wow.
And I got it on Temu
Yes.
and it's like extremely good quality. I'm really
Wow.
impressed with Temu. It's really impressive for Temu.
Yeah, I don't buy anything from them, but when I was a plus size seamstress, we used to have those special. You don't see them anymore in the stores, like the 2-3 yards measuring tape.
Yeah, that's 120 inches.
Yeah, you don't see it anymore. So yeah,
Yes.
Like, really, really impressed.
I have never ordered from Temu before.
I like that.
me neither. I just can't support them in good conscience.
I heard that they sort of share your banking details, and I don't even want to repeat that too loud. It's just that hey, I didn't feel comfortable with that, so I'm not sure if it is, but I'd rather stay away. No, eventually they do. Eventually they do. They don't tell you up front, but there's other companies like that don't tell you that, and it's happened to me twice. So unless I know for sure.
Did you say that they share your banking information?
I mean, you go on their site and you pay, and it's not gonna know it now. You're gonna know it in about 24 months, something like that. So I love Temu. It supports small business in China, but yes, they'll spam you to death. Yes,
okay.
That's
They're not small business. They are anything but small business.
I would order from Temu. No way. I would order. Yeah, look, there's a lot of people that do order, and all is good, Mama. Sue, Mama Sue. Hello, my sweetheart. Yes, so I'm saying, that's the reason why I don't do it. Maybe I'm paranoid. I don't do it. But if you want to, you do it. It's good. It's just yeah. I'm just saying it's just my opinion, and I wouldn't even repeat it, because I know there's a lot of you that order from them, and so
my daughter has ordered from them, but I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
I'm gonna go down soon.
Sorry, my sweetheart.
I'm gonna go down soon. I just want to share with you. I'm working on my first knit blanket. It's a scrap blanket, and my first time
I've
doing
done
scrap
that one.
yarn. So.
Let's see.
It's not. I'm because I'm a beginner knitter. I'm doing this to work on my tension, but it started there.
Fantastic.
So it's 130 cast on, 130 stitches. So it's going to be for me, but I'm just using all my scrap yarn for it.
But that's fantastic. I think that's great stuff.
Yeah, practice, I see some improvement, here and there.
Yes.
Just because I was a tight knitter and I wanted my stitches to look a little better. You see how I think they're improving. I don't know, but
yes, to me it looks fine. Yes. Okay, so yeah, Carrie, the way I put it is, maybe I should say, well, what did I say? I said they share your information. Wow. That they share information that I wouldn't want to be shared. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not ordering anywhere if I can't use PayPal, says Rita. All right. Yeah, look, it's PayPal. Just my opinion. So I know many people have ordered from them and it's successful and whatever. Yeah, I've been through that enough. It's not now that the thing comes out. It's like 20 months down the line, you're like, oh, this happened 6 months ago, and then something happens 7 months after that, and then you're like, then they trace it. Your bank will help you because you contact the fraud division, and then they help you, me, they help me. And then we trace it to what I thought was okay and it wasn't okay. So I'm not saying, I should not say they do it, but I wouldn't, that's why I wouldn't order from them. But if you have, I wouldn't say to be concerned. If you have not have had any problems, all is good. Then obviously, you know, it's like Carrie says, everybody gives information to just about everybody these days.
Yeah, she only placed one order, but she really likes that new app called Shein. SHEIN.
Yes.
That new.
Yes.
That's
Can
not
you see
new.
the difference between
that's pretty.
the
Okay, wait, let me just
and the
show you so we can see the difference. I cannot tag, but yes, thank you. Sometimes I get the dots for a few days after a migraine. Yesterday was one that made me feel out of body and not fun at all. Oh, right. So the one has got something in the middle and the other one not.
The one in the middle is resin. This is resin. And this is glass. But they both look pretty good, don't they?
Yes, that's fantastic. Yes, it's not important. Period.
Well,
order from whoever you like. Yes, Carrie,
exactly.
that's where I would put the comma. It's not important. Order from wherever you like. Thank you, Carrie. Phew.
Exactly, because in the end of the day, it's like
just sharing my experience.
Online is almost like religion. Is whatever you believe. If you feel confident.
Yeah, I order from Sydney and Temu. Temu gets here first. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people order from Temu, and I mean, I'm good. I'm glad for them that all is well. Hello, Crystal. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Carrie is laughing. Hi, Carrie. Hey, saved. Thank you for that save. Saved by the bell. Saved by Carrie. No, I don't want to. Please don't be offended if you've ordered from Temu and I've now said something. But yeah,
they do have some nice stuff. I've been like,
yeah. We just speak out of
everything
experience.
has the good, bad, and the ugly. You guys got my.
I've been trying to keep myself from ordering from them. I think I have been doing very well because they've been around for a little bit, and I haven't ordered one thing. And from Shein,
yeah,
the other one, they also sell some good stuff.
I tell you what, we have how can I say, an agent, someone that I know that, and she would, for instance, if you wanted something from Shein, she would get it for you. And we are on a WhatsApp group, and I would, for instance, definitely go through her because I pay her and she gets the order. So I don't mind that because I know her personally. So I would do that. I didn't know she was doing that. So I thought, hey, okay. So you're ordering from Shein. If there's anything I like, I'll definitely go through your the channels that you've set up. I'll do that because I feel safer. And you've got to do what you feel safe, hey?
Yeah,
Aisha
awesome.
and Sally.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't laughing at you guys. I'm not sure why when you guys were talking, my machine here was answering you guys. I have to put on mute.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a Shein haul soon on my channel if anybody's interested. But God bless everyone. Thank you, Ursula, for having me here. Everybody have a great weekend. Bye.
No, it's great. Absolutely great to see you. Now, I'm grateful for anybody who wants to come and spend time with us. Always. Thank you, my sweetheart. So nice to see you.
This servant gonna go to the fire pretty soon.
What is going to the fire?
Disturbing.
Hello, Crystal, says Crojo. And yeah, this phone doesn't seem to be messing me around. Hey, I tell you what, this is my old phone. I don't know what it is with my new phone. It just says the browser can't. The browser doesn't seem to be able to connect with your microphone. If this continues to happen, please restart. And I'm like, hey, I'm in the middle of a live chat. It's not just about restarting here. And I'm not just the guest, I'm the hostess here. So I need to stay on if at all possible. So you're making
as long as there's someone in the As long as you have someone in the room, the live chat will stay on.
Yes, that'll be good. That's what I like about StreamYard, that you don't have to start over. Oh, by the way, price report. We are processed to getting a house that I asked for. Yes, we've had some praise reports today, guys. That is amazing. Thank you for telling us. There we go. So come and tell us when you are ready to move and when you've moved in. Late breakfast brunch. You're making a brunch. Oh, yes. Crystal is saying hi to Laura. Crojo. Just stopped in to say hi. I'm about to start driving again. Okay, my sweetheart. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Ah, Crystal, that was fantastic news.
I can see her driving and singing. I'm not sure why. I picture Crystal singing while she's driving, you know.
Hey, fantastic. Oh. Well, the rest of this weekend, I'm definitely just going to be hanging out and crocheting. And Sunday, I hope by Sunday, if my calculations are right, I think you see the wrong side here. If my calculations are right, I need 36 rounds. 36 rounds. And then I should fit into this border that I haven't done it like this before. I only did it like this because I've done my mom's blanket and also to send me a photograph. And I actually counted what was going on the photograph. Wait, what did she say there? She said, Carrie says, I'm just getting ready to walk my hounds at 3 a.m. It's crazy. Oh, well, if it's hounds, you might be safe. But if it's chihuahuas, hopefully within this month. Thank you all so much for the prayers. That is very good news. Crystal, Sally, and then Crystal again. Divergent Crafter, Kerry, Unique Amazing Stripes, which is Faith. Dinky Crafts Jenny saying hello to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, driving. Whee! There you go. She's going. Whee! There you go.
She's like, am I
very large hounds. Oh, wow. Okay. So I feel already better that you're having these large hounds. I made this and I'm like, I think I'm going to make a granny square blanket that is just 2 rounds and 2 rounds is different colors. Because the one I've got on my lap that's keeping me nice and warm, that is actually lined. It's lined. And they told me this is toweling. I looked at it and I thought, this looks nothing like any towel I've got in my house. But okay, I'll believe you. But the front of it looks like this. So I love those little squares that they've put there, you know. So it's a very warm blanket. All I want to do is crochet, but they won't let me, says Kerry. Making a novelty beanie of sorts. Had a coworker to say they had a large head. When he said he wanted a beanie, but I'm going to make one that will fit us well. Oh, Crystal, my husband has a large head. I tell you what, if it's too big for me, it fits him. If it fits me, it's too big for Jessica. So Jessica has a small head. I've got the medium, and my husband has got the big head. Large. Okay, got to go later. All bye, Moonrose Crafts. Thank you. Bye and gone. Out. How do they say on the radio? Roger, out. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Make an amigurumi hat to make it look bigger. You know, I want to do that thing that Granny D showed us. It's just that rectangle that she said, and you sew it up, and it's got ears. I think that's such a nice thing to just, you know, when you're at home, you're not going to
has a tutorial for that.
Is it? All right. Yes, she said so. I think
it's like one of her most recent ones.
But also, hats is not one fits all. Hats usually is one fit most, because there are people with the small heads. Like probably my husband says that's why I have my brain. My brain is compressed inside there. But my size is a 19, so it's just a little bigger.
I wouldn't even know what my size is.
So majority of the hats should be made in about 2022, but there are people that is 2024 the head size. So it's always important. If somebody's saying that they have a large head, it's important to measure their head like
If
so.
you say
And I
2022, you're not talking about a year. You're talking about
the size of the
inches?
head. No, size
Inches.
head sizes. It's like shoe size. There's a head size.
I didn't know
as
you get
well.
a head size.
Oh,
I
my
did
dream
not
when I
know
was a
you get a
kid-
head size.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a millionaire, but I ended up not being anything. But this art of making hats, I love hats. I love hats. I love hats. I am, hats make such a difference in everything. But
Oh,
yes, I
yes.
wear turbans. But I used to see those people in Italy that makes hats, and it's kind of sad that is an art that is dying. There's not a lot of people that makes hats by beginning to the end because
What do
machines
you
can
call
do
someone
it.
who makes a hat? Don't they have a name?
Haberdasher.
Millionaire.
Oh,
Haberdasher.
right.
A
right.
millionaire. I call millionaire, but could it be something else too? That's how I learned to. That was the word I learned. But okay, be a Mad Hatter, Mad Hatter. But I think
Mad as a hatter.
there's such an art, and my dream was to have one of those wood form. I didn't add the I don't care what shape, but the wood form that they used to get the wool and press and make the clutch or whatever hat is. That would be so beautiful just to have as display, because machines just
Thank you,
whatever
Granny P.
took over the world. And there are a few things in the world that I was thinking the other day we will miss. Like, I'm not sure if you ever had a shoe especially made it for you by a shoemaker, by cobbler.
Ooh, never had, but I've
Yeah,
seen some
yeah,
beautiful stuff.
that's
Cheryl
the
still
whole
needs to watch
thing.
someone on Sunday. Anyone needs to watch ours, just tell Cheryl, she'll watch you on Sunday. Sorry, Jane. Yes,
No
continue, my
problem.
sweetie.
And I had maker, a shoemaker, to have a clothes properly made by a good seamstress.
Ooh, that's
Like all
fantastic.
those things that was professions that people said you always gonna need it. And then
Ooh,
across
cowboy
come
hats.
little companies that do little things, and then all those arts is slowly but surely disappearing. I'm glad that
Tina is saying hi to Jane. Camper 14,
Hello.
Tina is saying hi to Jane. I
Sewing
live in
is
Tennessee.
coming back.
And for Tennessee, there's many milliners here. Custom cowboy hats are a big market here. Ooh,
Yes.
wow.
Cowboy hats are
Sally's-
fun to watch how they are made.
Yeah, we're
It's
not talking
amazing.
crochet hats now. We're talking those like cowboy hats, like Crystal was saying.
I'm saying any hats.
Like hats
There's
that's
so
made.
many
I don't even
shapes
know
of
what it's
hats.
made of.
A bowler, a clutch, a bucket hat, and
Woo, I
all
tell
kind
you.
of a sailor hat, whatever you call. They used
Isn't
to
that a
have
neckerchief that becomes a sailor hat? The sailor hat, the pirates, didn't they used to just take a neckerchief and then put it on top and then it becomes a neckerchief again? No, I'm joking. But I used to read so many pirate stories as a teenager. I tell you, it was so funny. Hello, Tina. Belated happy birthday. Tina, was it your happy birthday? When was it? Felt. Do they use felt for hats? Oh, right. Is that the
Yes.
name?
Beaver pelt, beaver hair.
Ooh, yes. Oh my
If you
goodness.
go into the just for look the art of hat making, you're just gonna get lost. But I always keep an eye open to find a hat form. I always wanted to have one in my house just for decoration, because But then when I saw the price of especially the old ones, I went out like Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. I was like, woo, no. They cost thousands of dollars.
Yes, Rose, I'm still live. Not longer than normal. I usually am live till about 8 p.m. But 8 p.m. my power is going out. I'm scheduled for a power out from 8 to 10 p.m., which is in 45 minutes. So I'm still hanging out here. It's as soon as Crochet's live starts, my power will go out. Carrie, hi, says Doretha from Butterroll Boutique. Hi, Granny D and Tina. Hope you have your birthday was good, says Crystal. Typically, they are made of a wool felt. Ooh, Crystal. It was Wednesday. Thank you. Oh, well, I hope you had a fantastic time. And I hope there's many more and in good health. The good health is very important. Hello, Butterroll Boutique, says Sally. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Ah, you're amazing. Laughing my behind of Jane moonwalking out of there. Yeah, there. Imagine that.
I could once upon a time when I was young, I was able to. But that's how we joke in Brazil, saying when you see something that is very expensive, you do the moonwalk because it's so expensive. You don't want to run away. You want to go like you
discreetly back out of the shop.
So you do the moonwalk.
Yes. No, oh my goodness. Some things are just, you know, when you go to our waterfront, I think they cater for overseas visitors, and the pricing is just, it's a lovely place to go. I tell you, they've really, it's very fun to be there and everything. But the pricing is for people who pay with foreign currency because it is just so expensive.
Yeah.
Anyone wondering if I'm texting and driving? I am not. Okay, Crystal, we get it. Good for you.
Just remind me of my trip home this summer on the boat. They sell lobster rolls.
Ooh.
But oh my God, it's just a tiny little hot dog bun with like chicken salad, but it's lobster. It's not even like a proper lobster roll with chunks of lobster, just with a little bit of mayo on it and seasoning. It was like at least 25% vegetables. Chopped fine, like a chicken salad. They were selling it for $25.
Wow.
Did you say, do you accept a liver, a cornea, a kidney as a payment? Because good grief, $25 for that. Woo.
Just a little 6-inch hot dog bun with like lobster salad. It wasn't even like just lobster like it's supposed to be. It was lobster salad. $25.
So why? Okay, Frenchie, tell me, why do you think would they make it that expensive? Who do they think? Which currency? For which currency would that be cheap or affordable?
Well, nobody, but the tourists that come to where I'm from, the lobster is like one of the tourist attractions.
But it's
so
like
they could sell it for anything, for any price they want, and the tourists would just like walk all over each other for it.
It's when you go to those bougie with capital B.
When I grew up, when I was little, lobster was trash food. It was baked.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I won't eat it.
Like lobster, was weekly all summer when I was a kid.
That's a lot of money to pay
all summer, like maybe $1 a pound.
If you think about it, let's think about it. The other day I was somebody. Who was that? I went to the grocery store getting a cereal, and it was $6. I was like, this is outrageous. And then I started thinking, it's like, you cannot go to McDonald's for $6 and buy something. You can't anymore. So $25 would be equivalent to about 15 2-3 years ago. So it's still okay. But I was about to say, remember, I'm not sure if you've been in a very bougie restaurant where they come with that beautiful plate, a little dot of food and a lot of sauce drizzled everywhere. And then the price is like, you don't know. You're like, how do I approach? How do I approach this? Because
Yeah,
basically it's
$30
about
for like
1 or
half a
2 bites.
snack.
Yeah, so it is kind of hilarious. I've been in restaurant like this,
Yeah,
and I was a guest of honor in Chicago, and they took me to a restaurant like that. And I was like, I look at the lady, how do I approach this? 1 bite is gone. No, I'm just kidding.
But I went with colleagues to a place that was a beautiful restaurant. And also very bougie. So now I read the menu first time there with all these colleagues, and I think it was someone's farewell or something like that. You all make me hungry, says Crystal. Oh, wow. And so they say, I think I ordered a steak or something and whatever, and they brought it, big plate. There in the middle is a little piece of meat. I was fully expecting, like in some restaurants, they bring you, I think, two different kinds of veggie on a side thing that people sort of, you have, say, like 2 spoons of each, and then you pass it on to the next person, and they, just maybe 2 kinds of veggies. So I'm like, and then it turned out this is it. This piece of meat is it. And I'm like, there's no way that this is it, because I'm not going to go away hungry, I will go away hungry, because this is just, where's the rest?
Where's
the beef?
Wait, to me, the whole thing when I went to Chicago, I was new in the country.
Listen, look there what she says. Sorry, Jane. She says hers was $45 for the lobster roll. What? So that's even way worse than the 25. Taco Festival 23, a food truck from Massachusetts was selling lobster roll for like $45 and a seafood platter for $2.20. Whoo! My goodness. Holy moly, Elaine, says Granny T. Like, wow. You're not just the moonwalk out of there. You'll just fall over.
Yeah, forget this.
Bye-bye, Garcia, my sweetheart. Mwah.
Turn over tables on your way out.
Wow, I'll tell you what, that's a lot. $45.
I've been to bougie side of Chicago. It was kind of funny because I was like on my 3rd year in the United States. My English was very limited. And my proficiency wasn't good. And I remember my friend said, "Oh, I'm so sad." And I said, "Why?" My grandma, she wants me to have the wedding in the country club. It's like her grandmother owned majority of the share. Back when I didn't understand very well about country club, and I went like this. Oh, you poor thing. And she says, "Right?" I said, "Oh, that's horrible." Because in my mind, that's where my husband had his laugh. A country club was like a cowboy place, a saloon, or something like very country folks go. Or
down to earth. Down to dirt. And
not extremely bougie, ha.
And then I was like, and she was literally sad. And I was so sad. I was devastated because nobody should have a wedding that they don't want. But to me, it didn't make sense to be in a place like a Western saloon kind of thing. And I was devastated. And then a week later, she said, "Oh, I can't find a wedding. Maybe I shouldn't get married, a wedding dress, because the year was 94. No, it was 97. And, back when there was a lot of poofy going on, and she was very simple. She wanted something like, those elves of the Lord of the Ring, those drapey thing. And I said, "Well, I'll make it for you." Because that was my job in Brazil. It's still very fresh. So she bought everything. I should have known something was off when somebody would pay $100 a yard of the material back when. So then all of a sudden she gave me then all of a sudden they come in they said that I would be a guest of honor. So
Yo.
I said, okay, we're gonna fly you to Chicago and you're gonna spend a week with us. And I said, okay. I didn't know I would be by that diamond building. I didn't know what it meant, any of that. I took shorts. I took t-shirts. And I took a simple dress for the wedding because it wouldn't be in the Western place. I didn't want to be overdressed. And
Yes.
she said, any nice clothes? I said, yeah. We're gonna go out to eat. I said, well, is this okay? She said, no. So I had to borrow her clothes because we were going to the bougie restaurant. So I didn't even have clothes to go to the bougie restaurant because I thought it was all simple, down to earth thing. So on the wedding day, I just had a very simple dress, and there comes a limo to pick me up, and I was like, I wasn't used to those kind of bougie things, and when we get to the country club, it was like,
Sheila.
my face was like this. Golf.
Wow.
And my husband was
That
at
would have
home.
been a very interesting movie clip.
My husband was laughing. I said, did you know country club is fancy and has to do with those kind of golf and yeah? So why you never said to me did they have any cowboys and things like that? He said, I thought it was funny. And that's
But on the other hand, ooh, look at you. You're just turning them out. You made that one in this live stream.
This
Wow.
one, yeah. I started when I
Wow.
came on camera. I started it when I came on camera.
Wow. I tell you what, that is fantastic. That's
I
beautiful.
told
I
you
like
They were
the
easy.
word
I
bougie.
love it.
How many more
I
do you need
like
to make, Frenchie?
I don't know. I'm still working out the mat. Like I said, if it doesn't work out for a sweater, I'll turn it into a blanket.
Alrighty. Righty. Kids
See,
fed can sit down, says Sheila. Ooh, Sheila, good stuff. Listen, that
Yeah,
sounds like one of
sure
those
do.
rom-com movies that is so funny because
It was
seems
funny.
just
It's
kind
like
of
Pretty
like-
Woman in that restaurant. Didn't know what fork to use.
Well, I actually did. Actually, I did kind of classes for that just to kill time. In Brazil, they have tons of free class. But I was like, I was
Frenchie,
totally
just hold it up.
impressed. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Hold it up.
Anybody that wasn't here before?
That looks good.
Yes, for those who weren't here before.
So
Hey,
in the
hey,
middle,
hey.
that Crystal's stained glass granny square that she did a couple of days ago. And then I designed the little ones myself to go to match.
Yes, that's just lovely freestyle. And there's a tutorial on her channel, I think she said, for that. So
And I
Yes,
like
for the
the
little
colors
for that
she
little
chose.
square.
I like the blue with the periwinkle with purple and the white. And it looks.
I love. Oh, I can just see.
gentle.
Bye-bye, Dinky Jen. Bye, my sweetheart. Thank you for hanging out with us. That's beautiful. Wow, says Crystal. Oh, that's beautiful. I tell you, when she came on, I thought, oh, because I love that what would you call it's like a spider webby thing that's going on top. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a
I mean,
stained glass is what the Crystal calls
yes.
it. Like a
Yes.
stained
Yes.
glass window.
Yes. 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 Ooh, now you can imagine if you do it in your purples and your pinks and your oranges and your ooh la la.
Yeah, she did hers with black. She did hers with black and then a Picasso rainbow underneath. And she does that a lot. Like a lot of her designs are like a black frame with the Picasso rainbow. It's so beautiful. It looks so good.
I like the black. I like the black a lot on this stained glass, but I like your white because I never thought in white would look so pretty because the black kind of pop on. But for people like me that can't see, I can't crochet in black. That makes a total difference. Wow, I might try it now in white or another lighter color.
Yes. Now you see, color makes. I think a color choice Sometimes it's the difference between a fail and a pass, or failure or success of a tutorial, because it's a color that attracts people. If it's done in a, I know that Michelle Mosaics and More, she did a blanket in a color scheme. I fell in love and I bought the pattern immediately. But when we went and bought the pattern, the original thing was not done in a, I would have paged right past that, not even noticed, because it wasn't done in colors that attracted me at all. So it just shows. Tina is saying hi to Elaine, hi to Daniel, hi to Darcia. Yes, Daniel, it's nice to see you again, hey? Good stuff. Hi to Jennifer, who is Dinky Jen. It's beautiful. Hi, Tina. Hi, Frenchie. It's beautiful, says Tina. Fantastic. Yes, it is. It is beautiful. Any plans for the weekend, Frenchie? Crochet, crochet, crochet?
Yeah, pretty much. Just knocking out the squares.
Me too. I'm going to try and get this one to fit into the frame. Fit it into the frame.
Why you didn't make the frame according to that first? So you made, I'm going to ask, what possessed you to make the frame first?
Because I've done this before. It's my second time doing exactly this pattern of blanket. So I know that I counted 12, 12, 12, 12 without the corners. So with the corners, so it's 12 times 4 is 48 squares. And then with the 4 corners, it's 52. And I just decided to put them together because you get tired of just making one big old granny square, even if it's different colors. So that is very true. Color can attract or detract, says I'm outside in the sun. I can crochet black, but indoors I can't see it. Laugh out loud. Catherine, me too. If I have to crochet black, I stick to daylight. That's it. Not because I can't see it at night. I've got a good light, but come tomorrow, then my eyes feel like there's sand in it because I was working with the black at night. So I just learned my lesson.
Remember the movie Bird Box? The Bird Box with Sandra Bullock? That she had a thing. So I have a meme that says, when people ask me to crochet in black. So there's a Sandra Bullock with the hook, with the thing. Because that's how I feel. It's like, I can't see anything. But I noticed that, like, if you can't crochet in black because you can't see, you can use, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce the color correct, graphite. That is a very dark gray.
I would say graphite.
It's just like it's 2 or 3 hues from black, and that makes such a big difference how you can see your stitches. So if you get to the point that you can see your stitches, instead
looks like black, but it has a dark gray spot in it, and which you can only see if I bring it really close. But if I hold it like this, it looks like black. So
either that or you have to do crochet, what I call the blind stitches, when you can't see, like my bracelets, I cannot really see. I just feel it. But then you have to really train yourself.
I mean, you're using thread. I can't see that either.
But I have sight, I have vision problems too. So you have to learn to feel. What's her name? She has blind stitches. I'm not sure if she still has them. She can explain when you can't see what you're doing, and then you start feeling. So you have to first you have to, let's say, I like half double crochet. That's my favorite stitch. So I have double crochet until I know the feeling, and then you feel the bumps between. So if you can't see the color black, then you have to do by feeling. But it gets very hard to change stitches. If you're gonna like this stitch that is 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet, that makes that bumpy thing. That would be near impossible. But
soft black is easier, but my little goth princess kids would not approve of me using it on their things. Hey, I totally agree. Doing things by feel is so important to learn even without eye problems. Yes. You were asking me why did I do the border first and then this? So the answer is twofold. The one is that I've done it before. So I got bored with this because I know I've got to do X amount of rows. Then I did the border, and now all I do with the border is I count how many granny stitch clusters I have. Now I don't know if you know, you probably do know, but what I do is how I count my row is sometimes it's easier to me to count 1, 2, 3, and then from the center 1, 2, 3. So if I count 1, 2, 3, I know it's 3 rounds. So if I count how many clusters I have here, I know I need that amount of clusters. Say it's 36. Then I know I need a 36 round granny square to fit into this frame. So I don't know if that makes sense. Totally agree. Doing things by feet. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So
doing a frame like that.
Pardon?
Yeah, doing a frame like that. That reminds me of the Tunisian, the Moroccan afghan that I made for my mom. I brought it home with me when I went on vacation to finish. And I literally finished half an hour before leaving.
Oh my goodness.
Like literally, like the last stitch was like half an hour before I had to leave the house to go at my dad's house because he was driving us back here. So we spent the night at his house, which is also closer to the ferry. So it's a better place to stay the night before leaving. So much so that none of the tail ends were weaved in, but my aunt, who lives with my mom, crochets, so she's going to finish it for me. But literally, we left half an hour after I put the last stitch in.
Wow, I was going to ask about the tail ends. Yes, Crystal, it is the first time I've done the frame first, but it's not. I wouldn't have done the frame. I didn't do the frame first. I just didn't wait until I had enough rows before I decided how many square. Because you have to at some point decide how many rows you need, and then you make the amount of squares you need. But this time I was bored of doing it like that. Was it Twinkle Twinkle or the Little Star? One of the two blanket is big squares with a border like this. Well, not a border like this, a 3-round border. But it's just different coloring. But color makes all the difference. I mean, you wouldn't even recognize it if you saw it together. But this one I've done before for my mom, so I knew what it took to put a frame like this around a blanket like this. That's why, only because I had a little bit of confidence. That's why.
Yeah, that's the reason why it reminded me of my Moroccan afghan, is because part of the pattern, you connected all the squares into a frame and then connected it to the middle that was already done. But yeah, here it is.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to see that. It's beautiful. And I still want to do more to my blanket. But that is so much more beautiful. That is an artwork. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful.
It was an Annie's kit. It took me almost 2 years to make.
Oh, that's beautiful. Frenchie, that's a work of art.
Thank you.
Yes. Definitely.
The big squares, like those squares, they're the ones that I connected into a frame around the middle. Yes. I was working on those squares last summer at my mom's house.
But now you were following the pattern, right?
Yeah, they send you a kit every month. with a separate pattern every month to do another step in the blanket. And yeah, like those
Sheila's asking what pattern?
squares. It's
Sheila's
the
asking, Francie,
Annie's
what
Kit Moroccan Afghan.
Annie's Kit Moroccan Afghan, Sheila. Really beautiful, says Catherine.
This one is the Casablanca colorway, and there's other colorways. And that one, I think, is called Casablanca.
But that one's beautiful. You see, I want to, when I finish attaching this border to the blanket, I actually want to do, and the pink is like, that pink that you see there is like the last row. And I want to start with, you know, box stitch, where you do single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, and then you come back and you work your 3 granny stitch cluster, chain 1, granny stitch cluster in your, you know, I mean, you guys know box stitch, but I want to continue with the box stitch after that. So I want it to be a little bit interesting, still with scrappy yarn. So yes, thank you. Okay, Sheila, that's beautiful. Now you see, the designer obviously had to do the math. Now, because I've done the math before, Crystal, hook that yarn, that's where the confidence comes from. Because I went to the photograph and I literally counted the rows. There was one photograph that was so clear that I could count the rows. How many rows was the middle square? And I knew the squares around it was 3 rows of solid color and X amount, so many. So that's what I did. For my math, the math has my head spinning, says Doritha. Doritha, that's funny. For me, the waiting each month would drive me crazy nuts, says Crystal. A divergent crafter, Crystal. I'll be saying which Crystal I'm addressing because there's a lot of crystals in this chat. So, you know, Teresa, when I remember once I was saying to my aunt, you know, if you make a little square like this and you want to work it out, you just make one and you weigh it to find out how many meters. And she was like, just stop right there because that's more than I want to know. I don't want to know that amount of math regarding crochet. I just thought that was so funny. For me, the waiting each month with there she said it. Voting for my mosaic crochet along ends at midnight tonight. I can't stay. Just wanted to say hi. You probably heard me talking about you. Hey. So yes, Michelle, you must go to her community tab. She's got a beautiful. You can vote which one you want to make, and then she's going to do a make along, and I can't wait for that. I've already voted. I voted. So, Michelle, maybe type OMGrannySquare in the chat so people can connect with you if they have not yet. Did you do a video explaining this? I think it would be a valuable resource. I love the idea. Crystal, about this blanket. I was thinking of making a little video explaining the concept of making a blanket like this and how it, because it's, I mean, it's a granny square. I've done so many granny squares on my channel that am I really going to do another granny square? So, but what I do love, why I always, my tutorials is usually projects, which means I don't have a standalone video that says, this is how I do a granny square. But I do have a specific way of doing it that I find it's quote unquote seamless. You can't see where it was joined. And I have a different way that I do it when it's one color for X amount of rows, and then to a row, different color each row. And I find it works very well. Okay. But I'll keep that in mind. Hi, Michelle, says Tina, Camper 14. There you go. Just call me DC. Only one DC in the chat. Laugh out loud, DC. Hey, AC/DC. I remember AC/DC as a rock band. So many crystals. Yes. Hook that yarn. So there's Crystal and then there's DC. I'll just go with the DC. Good stuff. We're going to be heading out of here just now because, you know, my power's going off in 15 minutes. Oh, so all I have to do is buy, how do you say, battery light is clean my face. And in 2 hours at 10 p.m., the power comes back on. That's a weird time. But, you know, in South Africa, in Facebook, you can read what they say, that the time they dislike the most. And the time they dislike the most is 6 to 8 p.m. It's like, that load shedding time is. Because little children wants to bath, they want to eat. It's just not a good time. But even 8 to 10, my husband hates 8 to 10 because it's like, if it's 10 o'clock, everybody can decide we're going to go to bed early. Everything's done. Just go to bed early. But what I did was I saw, and because the schedule can change, I just saw what it was going to be. So all I did was, I said to Jessica, just put on that boiler or geyser or whatever you call it to heat up the hot water. And within an hour, we're all going to bath. So I messaged my husband to say that everybody in this house has bathed. Jessica and I ate. Just give your son some food when you get home. I'll be live. There we go. Sort it out. I'll be live at 5. Come on over. That'll be, yeah, I'll be coming over because I'll be awake and I will have power, Granny D. That'll be 11 p.m. my time. There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not part of Granny D's channel, what are you waiting for? Better days?
Seriously. Who's not part of Granny D's channel? Shame on you.
I tell you what. I know Granny D offers more. She reads on her channel or whatever, but the live streams to me is the highlight, even a replay. And Crochet, where we're going next, her live stream replays to me is also high value. Yay, you're glad I can attend. I'm glad I can attend. I'm glad anytime I can say hello to the squirrels. Your plans for the weekend, Jane?
Oh, not end up in the hospital again. That's all.
I hope that Donna gets sorted out, goes to the doctor or something if she's been dizzy for 2 days.
Well, if she's dizzy for too long, could it be there goes the word crystal again. There's crystals inside of your ear canal that can come out of place. And I forgot what it's called. And that causes vertigo. It could be a vestibular migraine. That not necessarily cause a lot of throbbing, but cause a lot of dizziness. Or could it be that you have Meniere syndrome? There is a fluid behind the ear canal that makes you dizzy. The important thing is not close your eyes when you're very dizzy. A lot of people do that. I suffer from Meniere's and vestibular migraine. When you're very dizzy, people say, close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Because when you're dizzy and you close your eyes, then I forgot whatever it is. That thing that it's kind of like a compass that that helps you to know if you're standing, if you're falling, if you're leaning. That thing goes insane.
Well, yeah, the little bones, the little bones inside your ear, yeah.
So what you need to do when you're dizzy is you just find one object that don't move,
stare at it,
and just focus on that, and let everything goes back and forth, up and down. And you focus on that, and then you take a deep breath. If you're too dizzy, you guys gonna laugh. You're always laughing at me. I have my guest room. It has a small closet. I put a cushion. I bought foam and I made a little cushion. And when I'm severe with severe dizziness, I just go into a place that is very confined, and I lay down there until it passes, because I know I'm not gonna fall. I have this dizziness that feels like I'm
Yes.
falling backward. So I know I'm on the ground, I'm not gonna fall. I'm in confined space, so there's not a lot of room to spin. And I just put a little picture there by the floor where I just stare at, and voila. So being dizzy is very, debilitating. Is a lot of people think, oh, it's just dizzy, but it's very debilitating. You can't drive, you can't walk, you can't go.
I mean, when my husband had his ear infection, he was lying down most of the time, and he was walking down the passage to use the bathroom, holding on to the walls of the passage, because it's like being on sea for him. Yeah, she also loves it.
A neuroaudiologist.
Hook That Yarn is 13 away from 1K. So anybody who's not connected, if you want to go over, show her some love and support, that would be fantastic. I've dropped her link there. There you go. Thank you so much. Yes, what did you say?
Over 1,000. I thought she was over 1,000 by now.
She's 13 away. 13 away. So she's very close.
I have no idea how I'm almost 1,500. I'm in shock.
Yes, but you have a lot of shorts. I tell you what, she's one channel that says that you can see shorts is the way to success. Because once I started my, hey Sheila, member for 11 months, single crochet. Thank you, my sweetheart. Celebrating her 11 months. Thank you. Crystal, you are 13 away from 1K. Congrats. Yes, absolutely. That is like, man, that's like what, a week away? If a week, 3 days, 4 days.
I went to her channel because of a Crystal. Crystal sent me to her channel. So see, it's kind of interesting. Crystal, I'm not sure she spoke so highly of your amigurumi skills that I was like, I gotta go check this lady out. So I did.
You mean, are you talking about Crystal Bagger Day?
No. I talk about
You're talking about
Hook That Yarn. Talk about another yarn.
She spoke about another yarn. Yes.
And how talented she is with her amigurumis. And then I was like, I'm gonna go check it out. So I went, and I was like, nice. She is approved. I'm with my Thailand sign. It says approved. So I subscribed.
I tell you, that is. Hey, I'm putting my yarn in my tea here. The best. Yes.
I'm just saying, if people, I'm gonna use this crystal here that is on the screen as an example. If people just elevate each other the way Crystal spoke of another yarn, we would go
of another yarn of another person.
Yeah, no, the lady from Another Yarn, the channel Another Yarn.
Shannon. She was speaking of Shannon. Right.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about yarn.
Okay, Hook the Yarn, Crystal, aka Crystal DC, spoke about the channel Another Yarn, and she spoke
Shannon.
She was so.
Our peaches and cream girl is what I call her. She's amazing.
Yeah, but she talks about how talented she is, how her amigurumis come out, and then how she was so what's the word?
She was genuinely praising her
by her talent. And then I was like, people should talk more about each other like that.
Yes,
because
I agree.
Those things, what is it? Kindness generate kindness. And then I was like, wow.
Oh yes.
I was gonna say, I loved it.
It's like being generous, like the open palm receives because it gives. Something like that.
Exactly. And also it's like I don't do amigurumi. I can't count. Lord no, I would love to make it, but I can't.
I can,
count.
but it's not the thing I like to do.
But I love it. What I love is when somebody recognizes that I don't do amigurumi, but you know who does? That lady from Another Yarn. You know, and then the
Shannon.
compliment. Yeah, Shannon. Why can I remember her name? Shannon. And you know, then you say, you know who knows an awesome stitch for shawl? Crystal. I love that Solomon stitch with the puff stitch that she makes. That's amazing.
Solomon stitch is like, isn't Solomon stitch also very 1970s? Because that was really popular then.
I think it's
also
more
called the
Victorian.
Lover's Knot.
Yeah, I thought it was more Victorian. You know, like if we spoke of each other, just compliment
This is Shannon. This is the Shannon. Sheila, this is the Shannon we're talking about. This is the Shannon we're talking about.
Another yarn.
I know Kappy also does that. And you know, Kappy has a sister called Lynn. I love watching Lynn's videos on cleaning.
Shannon, her name, right?
Shannon, there you go. Shannon.
I'm gonna say it's a secret. Nobody knew. Not even Crystal knew. Once Crystal introduced me to Shannon, when I have a lot of migraine, I listen to Shannon. Shannon has a voice that I only could dream about having. Shannon doesn't have an annoying voice like me. She has a beautiful, I do not know what is that tone. I love her voice, and it's so soothing that I forget this throbbing, you know. And I just love to hear her talking about the yarn and the color and how fun it was. Oh, when she got, you know, it's things like that. You know, I wish people were more enthusiastic about what the other one does and does well, instead of
about other people. Yeah, that is good. Okay, ladies, we're gonna head out of here because my power is gonna cut out. That's such a compliment. Oh, Shannon, we know. I call her my peaches and cream girl because I just love these strawberry blonde redheads with these. I just love that. Oh man, I don't know why. I've been like that since I can remember. Man,
I always wanted to be a ginger, but I wouldn't look good.
Hey, it's a pity we can't vote what we want to look like, eh? But would we be satisfied if we could vote? No. We always want what we can't have. Anyway, we must get out of here. So I'm going to say goodbye. Frenchie, thank you so much for coming up. Jane, thank you so much for coming up. As always, I so appreciate it. And Elaine that came up with Granny. Oh, look at you. You are going to finish that in no time. That is just gorgeous. Frenchie, by Monday, if you can, send me a photograph of the finished object. Then I can post it in Facebook for you, or you can post it in the Facebook group, because on Monday we have a look at it. But if it's not done, then next week. There you go. Yes, Shannon. Shannon, please type OMGrannySquare. There you go.
There you go. How fast those squares work out.
Sorry, say again, Frenchie.
I said I'm very pleased with myself with those squares.
I would be pleased too. Don't you worry. I'm proud for you because that is beautiful. I'm going to
send you a photo of my table, Jessica.
Yes. Okay. Power's going to cut out now. Thank you for everybody who came. We're going to give a shout out to the Square Squad and see you over at Crochet. You don't have to do anything unless you need a bathroom break. Just sit here and the chat will take you to Crochet. So, toodles. Wave your waves, ladies.